What's good, everybody? How we doing today? Happy Halloween. You know what it is? It's Vick3. Having a little issues with my camera right now. Apologize. There we go. Got to get the guy star-centered. But yeah, man. Welcome to another episode of Vick3 Presents the Eagles post-game show. I'm here joined by, got a great panel. Papa Sora, BLSG. Fellas, thank you for coming through.
No problem, man. Always got your back, brother.
Indeed. And like you said, it is Halloween, so it is costume time.
Oh, what do you got? I didn't get to see that.
I got
He's got the overalls.
No, not overalls. Wrong way. It's plate carrier. I tried to get with as close as I can to Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 2.
Oh,
I thought you were trying to look like Ian Dickerson with the overalls.
No, I wish.
I was going Swing Blade.
I'm playing. I'm playing.
I got the Silver Ghost technically, which, fun fact for those out there, Silver Ghost is based off of a couple of different guns, but obviously I'm not going to show it on camera and get my boy demonetized. But the main gun that it resembles is the Ruger P89, and Ruger. Not a lot of Ruger P89s out there. Obviously, it's the name of tents. Basically, they were made in 1989. Got my hands on one. Was able to rebuild it, painted it the correct colors, and even got the stars badge to put onto it.
That sounds badass.
So I got that as well, but that part won't be showed on camera.
No, we can't do that today. But how are we feeling, man? We had a dominant win today, 44-6. Hey, man, I think everyone should be happy. There were a lot of naysayers this week. The Eagles went into this game knowing that, they needed a win, and they got what they needed. They came away with it. Everybody, let me start off with you, Papa. Let me get your initial reaction.
Great win. Finally ran the ball. We ran the ball, did blitzes, everything that we kept banging the table for. Not gonna let Sirianni again and then this entire coaching staff off the hook because it took till week 8 to finally start doing this.
Yep.
If you do that against teams like like the 49ers, you win that game. Dallas, I don't know, against Dallas probably not, but you run the ball more against Dallas, you got a good chance. The Raiders, you possibly win that game then. So it's upsetting that it took this long, but I pray it is like this for the rest of the season.
Yeah, we got to keep it going. BLSG, what are your thoughts?
All right, before I get to my initial thoughts, I was just looking at my TV. I have the Buccaneers and Saints game on right now, and Joe Buck literally looks so different. He looks so different, bro. Yeah. He has a different hairdo. He doesn't even look right. But anyway, my initial thoughts for the game, we finally ran the ball. We finally did something. We finally ran the ball without Miles Sanders. We ran it with Kenny Gainwell. We ran with Jordan Howard. We ran the ball with Boston Scott. Jalen Hurts didn't have to play the whole game. Gardner Minshew came in for basically the fourth quarter. And just a great win, and the defense was absolutely dominant today. Avonte Max with the fumble off of the receiver's hands, and then Slay picks it up, runs it in for a touchdown, and then 4 sacks on Jared Goff. This was a great win today.
It was 6.
Oh, yeah. Got to make that correction. Got to give credit with credit.
Well, they might have been 4 against Goff, but there were 6 in total because I know they put in the 1 backup QB.
Yeah, man, it was an amazing performance.
Oh yeah, wait. I can look back real quick. I might have messed it up.
I've got it right here. It was
either 4 or 6 sacks. I counted 4 unless there was additional.
I got it right here. It was 6
sacks.
It was 6 sacks, 12 QB hits, and 7 tackles for loss.
Hey man, those are great defensive stat lines, man. What's good, BS? I would say BLSG. What's good, Big Play Slay? How we doing today?
What up, man? How you doing? I'm doing great.
How you feel about this win today? What are your initial reaction?
Oh my! I'm right there with Papa Sora. If we did this for most of the season, we'd probably win some of those games. The Niners game, we definitely win that if we ran the ball efficiently like this.
Especially in the red zone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We would have kept it closer with the Cowboys.
Yeah, because if we ran today like we did against the Niners, we would have won that game. Because after that 91-yard pass touchdown in the red zone, couldn't get anything. If you run, you get it. Sorry, did not mean to interrupt.
Yeah, but you're good. But I just feel like this is something you build off of. Like this Lions team is terrible. Like, oh my god, that team is horrendous on like all
The Lions still
on the
stink.
cylinder. But you know, honestly, I gotta give the Eagles running game credit. They played really good today. Now Kenneth Gainwell was not used a lot. BLC, I want to correct you on that. Gainwell is only used a little bit in the fourth quarter. But the first three quarters.
I never mentioned game ball. I was just mentioning the run game that we ran the ball a lot.
Yeah, but Howard, please, no.
Dude.
Howard needs to be our RB2. Howard is our RB2.
Howard needs to never go back to that practice squad.
Back, behind Sanders. He's better than Scott played really good today too. But please keep using Howard. Howard is a monster. This dude literally
Howard needs to get on the active roster every
Well,
week.
We had a good running attack all around. You know, whether it was Howard, whether it was Scott. You know, both showed a lot of good plays. Both played well. You know, Gainwell, like we said, came in the fourth quarter as needed. You know what I mean? Like I said, you don't want to come out because when the game initially started, I'm pretty sure I think Kenny Gainwell started the game at running back, correct?
No, I think it was
no.
No, it was Scott.
Oh, maybe
Scott
I caught it off because I know Gainwell
Scott
was in and he was in very early. So when I looked, I was like, all right, they started off with Gainwell. That's all right. But again, they quickly. What was that?
I was saying, here we go with Jameis Winston. The Saints offense is on the field.
Yeah, but they had Scott in there. Then you seen them come in with Howard, and once Howard came in, he came in with that.
Dude, Howard was a bruiser today, bro.
You can see like that physical running back is something that we sorely missed, and you seen the production today. It was good. It was good.
And in terms of the sacks, that was my mistake. I thought we had 4. I think one of them I didn't see, and then one of them I wasn't paying attention to because the one that I didn't see, I was probably in the bathroom, and then the other one, since we had a huge lead, it was like the game's over. The Eagles won already, and bam, came out with the win. So that was my mistake on the 4 sacks that I said that it was actually 6 sacks. So again, great from the Eagles defensive line, and then just great from the whole team overall.
Yeah, it is a credit to the defensive line. And also, let me just shout out to people in the chat. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate
in here.
Yeah, I see we got Backyard Birds podcast. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming through.
Yeah, I went ahead and collabed with him earlier today, Backyard Birds podcast.
Yeah, man. Great guy. Yeah, man. We got that win.
Over 40 times. Let's go.
Hey, the pass to run ratio, awesome. Where it should have been. Oh, we got someone else coming through. My guy, Gio. What's good, my guy?
Gio!
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, boy.
Hey,
we
man,
ran the ball.
Appreciate you.
Sir.
What's up, man?
So we already went around the horn.
Shit.
Let me ask you, what are your initial reaction on today's game?
Shout out to
Yeah.
I got feedback. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear a lot of clear.
Marcus Epps, man. Shout out to Marcus Epps with them 7 tackles, man. He showed up today with the 2 assists. Yeah. TJ Edwards too, man, with 8. And then he had, I think, 5 assist tackles and whatnot. And then as far as Avonte Maddox and Darius Slay showing up at the hometown, that was big.
Telling you, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially that follow by Max, recovered by Slay for the scoop and score.
Can we talk about
a safety? You know, Maddox came and helped in today a lot.
Yeah.
He put his best foot forward.
He's been one of the biggest contributions to this team the entire year.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's playing great at the slot. He's playing good.
That's where he's
Carson Wentz has got a pick.
But this season, though, he's playing great at the slot. He's playing great this season.
He said he threw a pick?
Mhm.
Yeah, they threw a pick. So
Who
let me
did?
ask, because this week is a very stark in contrast to last week. What are our thoughts on Coach Gannon and his game plan today? What do we like? Are there things that we didn't like? Are there things that we have some things to be concerned about? Or do you think, we're finally on that right track? Papa, I'll start off with you.
I definitely liked the blitzing. It's been so long since I feel like we had a successful blitzing attack. And Josh Sweat, oh my god, Josh! Everybody was getting sacked. It was like watching the Oprah show. You get a sack. You get a sack. Everybody's getting a sack. I mean, Williams and I think it was Patrick Johnson.
Taron Jackson.
Jackson, thank you. They got their first sacks. So it was a lot of blitz. Felt like kind of.
Yeah, I don't think Patrick Johnson even saw the field.
I don't know.
I don't think he did.
It was kind of, which I get why it died off, but it started dying off closer to the end of the game. But that was when we were already up like 38 or 31-0. That's kind of when he was like late third to the fourth. That's kind of when he died off of the blitzing and kind of went more prevent. But I mean, I'm still not. This was a good game. Yes, the Lions, they're a better team than their record says. But I still can't. I need to see this against the Chargers. I need to see this every single week. I need to see. Yeah, I just need to see this every single week because I'm not letting the coaches off the hook yet.
And there's
I
potential.
totally understand what you're saying, because I'll say this. Before the game started, I thought that, this is the game that we were going to have. We were going to win handily. But I'm hoping it isn't going to go by what I'm thinking, because I feel like this was a setup game. We're going to have good feelings going into this week. We're going to talk, we're going to big up the team. Jalen Hurts, you won't see that many people, asking for Minshew. But then going into this next 3-game road games, I think we might come up with some issues.
Yeah, I really hope this wasn't just let's quickly build some players' draft stocks and then trade them.
Yeah, exactly. But we all knew if we lost this game, it was going to be a fire sale. We knew pieces were going to get moved, and they were going to get moved fast. Luckily, they saved themselves because, the trade deadline is, I believe, tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Tuesday, November 2nd.
Yep. So there's some players that, they saved themselves today with today's game. But going forward, the offense, it looked totally different. We talked about how, the run game was there today.
Run game was great today.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Nick Sirianni's game plan today? Papa, I'll start off with you.
Definitely game plan was better. I liked seeing the I missed the entire first quarter, so I was going off of basically what people were saying in the Discord because I was running errands and getting my oil changed in my car. I liked, from what I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, but getting like Rager involved in those runs.
Yes.
Before he got carted off.
Yeah. Rager was.
I hope it's not a big setback.
In the first quarter.
But
he was on fire.
Yeah,
right, 100%.
That's how you're supposed to use
run.
Rager.
Woo! That was
what
fire.
I mean,
and that's what I'm saying. Like
every week.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Pop. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just saying. So it definitely just the more run, a lot of creative plays. I know there was that one where it was a sweep pass, I believe, to Gainwell, and Gainwell tosses it back to Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if it
Hurts.
was, yeah. I don't remember if it was a completion or not, but we saw him throwing a lot to Goddard. I think Goddard was probably the number one receiver this game.
And to the middle. To the middle.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of screens. There was maybe a couple of tight end screens, but it was to Goddard, who was still able to get plays. I liked seeing Jordan Howard coming in on those third down situations and just seeing him. There were a couple plays I saw where he was going to lose a yard, but was able to push and got a 5-yard gain. So I mean, again, and I know we're always going to say this, need to see it next week, but it also just, why the hell was Howard on the practice squad for so damn long?
Yep.
Yeah.
What took so long?
Yeah.
Took him for the day to figure it out.
Sanders to get hurt for that to happen.
Apparently. And you got to wonder also, do they just not like Sanders enough? And that's why they're not running?
Well, if they wouldn't like him, I don't think he would be
yeah,
on the field as much. Because even though they didn't use him, he was still there on the field. I'm pretty sure they could have done what they did with someone else.
Yeah,
Titans win, by the way.
I think you have to go when it's fully healthy. Everyone's fully healthy. You have to go Sanders. I think Jordan Howard's your two. And then you definitely have to involve Scott in the mix because he's just electric everywhere. It's like he's a guy
He's
that
Darren
if
Sproles.
you use him,
Yeah.
he's electric. Gainwell, I think he's gonna be solid in this league. I just don't feel like he's ready yet to take that RB1 league. That's where I'm at right now.
I think they're rushing Gainwell a little too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they see the potential, they see the things he can do, but doesn't mean he can do it right now. He's not at that point.
Like
Yeah,
I think
he's like Nyheim Hines. He's like Nyheim Hines from the Colts.
Yeah, I think Gainwell was when I saw Rager go down, and I don't know who. I assumed it was G Ward that took Rager's spot, but I kind of figured maybe they'll put Gainwell in that spot because I know that's kind of what he was able to do in Memphis as well.
Wait, do y'all know how long Rager's out? By the way,
They haven't said it yet.
I have no idea.
They said
Yeah.
something about ankle. It was
a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, he was questionable to return and then was ruled out.
He got ruled out.
Maybe.
And I think it was the same result with JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Because he was active today too, and then they said that Arcega-Whiteside was he was questionable to return with I think a knee or something, and I think he got ruled out too.
Chris Godwin just murdered that dude. He just obliterated.
Dude, no kidding, bro. I'm watching the same game.
Thanks for the update, backyard.
That's Chelsea Gardner-Johnson.
Do y'all see John Hightower coming up now? As far as like injury,
it's a good possibility.
I mean, I could see Gainwell and in the rotation with Greg Ward.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
that's more logical going in next week, honestly.
Dude, Travis Fulgham is like nowhere to be even found. He's
on
like
the Dolphins.
oh, he's on the
I
Dolphins.
thought he was on the Seahawks.
No, he's on the Dolphins.
Oh, I swear he
He's
was on the Seahawks.
Dolphins.
Unless something changed. Unless he went to the Dolphins and went to the
I thought we
Seahawks,
still
but he's
had
on the
him.
Dolphins.
My
Nope.
bad. I thought we still had him. That's my fault.
He signed with the
I thought we still had Travis Fulgham.
No, they claimed
LSG.
the Dolphins claimed him off waivers.
Yeah, initially,
I do gotta wonder though with Ray.
Yeah, I never heard anything about Travis Fulgham, which is why I thought he was still in the Eagles.
Yeah, I do want to. I brought this up earlier. Gotta wonder if, because I assume we're still probably going to be sellers if we do anything. Gotta wonder though if they're going to try to get a vet wide receiver or just a wide receiver at all.
Everybody.
You have anyone in you thinking of?
I mean, get Devontae Adams, but he's a free agent. So
That's a long shot.
We need to get Devontae Adams.
let's just wait at that point.
Devontae Parker.
Oh,
Yeah, Devontae Parker,
that's a
Robinson.
good one.
I think out of all, and Robinson is the most intriguing.
Yeah, Robinson's
Another
intriguing.
one.
If you can't get Adams in the offseason, I think you got to get Robinson in the offseason or at the trade deadline, which that'll probably take third, fourth, early day 3 probably.
And I'm pretty sure Robinson doesn't care what team he's on as long as it's not Chicago right now.
Mhm.
Right? He's just like, I just want out of Chicago. I don't care. Literally bring me to the Lions. I will not care.
They
y'all
probably
know
figured out the situation this season.
Y'all know Brandon Cooks is a free agent this offseason?
Yeah,
I
but
don't
Brandon Cooks has had like 7 concussions.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
wanted to
yeah.
do with him.
But
Dude,
he would
Gronk
make
should
the
have so got
touches.
that. Gronk should have so had that.
Hey,
It's-
BLSG, let me ask you, what did you think about Nick Sirianni's game planning today?
I mean, honestly, we honestly didn't like pass the ball a lot with Jalen, but what I loved was the run game. He utilized all the running backs more. He wasn't using Jalen as playing Jalen as the RPOs too much. He was actually utilizing the running backs with mainly Scott and Howard. I mean, Gainwell got a few, but he really didn't. I mean, he really didn't get too much of anything going. But Scott and Howard were the two factors in terms of the run game. In terms of the pass game, I mean, Jalen Hurts had a few good passes based on what Sirianni was calling, but a lot of those receptions came by Dallas Goedert, and Dallas Goedert had a heck of a day. And I'm going to touch back on what I like from Jonathan Gannon. What Papa Sora said before, I like the blitzing, but I also like the fact that we brought 5 men onto the defensive line instead of 4, because normally we would go ahead and have 4 up there with Sweat, Barnett, Cox, and Hargrave, but we actually brought a 5th man up there to apply pressure to Jared Goff. And again, we got to see that every week. So hopefully Nick Sirianni will keep it that way and just will have us succeed better, and hopefully we'll win some more games.
Yeah, and a pressure we applied today, and a lot of it. Gio,
Definitely,
my guy,
100%, Vic, 100%, my guy.
What are your thoughts on Nick Sirianni's game planning today?
It was good. I mean, he capitalized early, never let go of the gas or whatever. So, and the runs, man, he gave. I guess you can say he gave the offense a break. You know, if it wasn't there. We ran the ball a couple times. We mixed it up with Boston Scott and Howard. As you can see, we got 236 total rushing yards. So it's getting there. I didn't see too much of Jalen. You know, I want to see next week more improved with the offense or whatever with the receivers. Devontae Smith only had 1 for 15. Only one that is like he really had a connection with was fucking Goddard. Man,
Don't bring back up the memories.
Yeah. I know. Don't bring back the past. It's hard, but yeah, man. Him and Goddard, that connection is there. I just want to see him more like spread the ball, man. Get his reads up. Like he was attacking the middle today, so that was impressive. Also, too, with Gannon, with his nickel blitzing too, like bringing that 5th man up, man. That blitz was key in order to get that success that we had to take down Goff, man, because Goff can get hot. Not saying that he's a bad quarterback. It's just the line's on a whole totally different situation right now. You know what I mean? But we did it. Got the job done. Let's go carry on to the Chargers. Yeah,
exactly. You got to carry that momentum into next week. You know, especially with the defense.
I want to see that every week from our team. I want to see that every single week. If we can do that, we can win some of these games that a lot of people think that we're not going to win.
Yeah, man. Hey, let me just say this real quick. Nightings, man, I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much for coming through. You know, I know you got a lot to do. Yeah, he's a busy guy with schoolwork and, you know, getting the videos out there. So I appreciate you for coming through, my guy.
Thanks,
but
bro.
last but not least, Big Play Slay, you just put me on mute right now, but I'm going to have to ask you the question. What do you think about Nick Sirianni's game planning today? What are your thoughts?
I personally liked it. I feel like he was a lot more smarter today, if you could just put that into like context. The running game was so much better today. The way he was running the ball was just amazing. He understood that you don't have to always go to Sanders if you're gonna run the ball. Like he understood that you're gonna have to start running the ball. And when Sanders got hurt in that Raiders game, his script was off because what he was trying to do was give the ball to Sanders, feed him, try to utilize him any way possible, and then just start using Gainwell, and then just start tearing the Raiders down. But when Sanders got hurt, his whole script got hurt, whatever he was trying to do. So today he understood. This week he understood a lot. Yeah, he understood a lot more. That if you utilize every other running back besides Sanders and Jalen Hurts, because that's our best runner, you can work really well on offense in terms of the running game. So thought today was a really good day for the running backs. I wanted to see more from the receivers, but I liked how they utilized Goddard and how he was getting open. So yeah, I liked his game planning.
Yeah, I especially like today's game planning. You know, just like last week, we came off starting off with the run. You know, we understand that builds the pass, but it was not just the fact that we were running balls; it was the plays that we were calling. Like I said before, I mentioned the jet sweep to Jalen Reagor. That was an amazing play, especially in the time we were at. You know, the position we were at that time. You know, it showed that Nick Sirianni finally got it. But the thing that I am worried about it is it took, like I said before, it took Miles Sanders to get injured. So it's like Nick was forced into a corner, and now, you know, he has to devise a way of getting himself out of it, which is through the run game. You know, I like where we're at. You know, it's sad on how we got here, but as long as he maintains this, I think we could turn this around. The way we ran the ball, the way our offense looked, our offensive line was clicking. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we only had one penalty throughout the whole game.
Two.
That's two. Yeah. Look at that. That's a huge change from 1 week to the next.
Hell
Again,
yeah.
on the ball, your offensive line isn't always on the defensive. They're not always going back. We're being the aggressor. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to focus, especially when we're talking about going into San Diego next week. Now we talked about some of the injuries. Let's get into a little bit. Jalen Reagor, coming in before halftime and getting hurt. What do you guys think about that? We've seen the change in how the game flow went. When Reagor left the game, it was like we lost that spark. You know what I mean? But, we still eked it out. But again, what are your thoughts? Do you think we can continue going forward without Reagor? Do you think we could bounce back? Even though a lot of people might not see him as a big piece or an integral piece. But we saw today, he was a spark, and we lost that. And you can see it in the players. I'll start off with you, Gio. What do you think we can get over this going forward or not?
I mean, I know I'm not a big Reagor fan at all, bro. But today he proved me a little wrong. He was that spark. He gave that offense that spark or whatever. When he going down, it was the next man up. Honestly, man, they had to step up. That's why I'm saying the receiver corps has got to get in sync next week because there was off when he came off. So yeah. Big play Slay. What are your thoughts on Reagor, on his injury, and do you think that's something that we could overcome, or do you think it might affect us going forward?
I think we can definitely overcome it. Because Reagor, we really don't naturally use him in the offense a lot. But when you use him, you can see a spark in terms of the end arounds and stuff. But honestly, man, I feel like if you used him today a lot more, this game would have been a lot worse than what it was. But yeah, man, I don't think it's gonna be a big impact loss. Of course he contributes to the team a lot, but the running game really kind of led us to the victory today. I was a little worried, but we got Watkins and Smith and Dallas Goedert, so I'm not that worried.
Papa, what are your thoughts?
Definitely. I mean, who? Okay, right, Gio. Like Gio said, definitely not the biggest Reagor fan. I did defend him a lot, but it got hard this season. Because I even, like I said, I had Devontae Adams going over him, and I was like, I don't even know if Reagor will be on the team if that happens. But definitely with him out, I think probably you'll see more whenever we throw the ball. I think you'll see probably more to Watkins because he'll get more percentage. As for third, I don't know who will because you'll have Smith, Watkins, and Goddard. So I don't know if you'll get somebody, if you'll elevate somebody, or if you'll just use Ward. But
yeah,
I mean, definitely with the jet sweeps and all that, I still feel like you can probably just use Watkins for all of that. I think, not saying that they're similar players, but I think that speed that you're wanting to use on those creative plays is still there with Watkins.
Yeah.
So, exactly like Backyard said, we can change him with Watkins. So, I don't know. At this point, I feel like now not even just all Eagles, I feel like all fan bases have their eyes turned to Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
BLSG, what are your thoughts on the Reagor injury? And is this something we can overcome? Or is this even an issue here?
I mean, first of all, prayers to Reagor. Hopefully it's just not a serious injury that honestly would put him out for the year. And then my thoughts on that, don't be surprised if we honestly see more of a double tight end set, or if we see Greg Ward start taking a lot of snaps in place of Jalen Reagor. If that's the case, then that's how I think Sirianni is going to play it, depending how long Reagor's going to be out. I mean, if it's very severe, then you're going to see Greg Ward take a lot of snaps. But if your other option would be to go ahead with the double tight end set, with probably up to this point, you would have Dallas Goedert as one, and Jack Stoll and Richard Rodgers probably split as the second tight end. And at the end of the day, let's just hope Rager's injury is not too serious, and hopefully Greg Ward can take over his place until we see more to see when Rager will return.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, like I said before, when the injury took place, you saw the team, you saw like
a lot of double tight end sets.
Yeah, but
we
just
saw
in general,
Jack Stoll,
I don't want to say a sack. Yeah, I don't want to say there was a sack, but that like I said, that spark wasn't there. But seeing Rager today, it showed and it proved a lot of people wrong. A lot of people were saying, we should get rid of Rager. He wasn't much of an asset. He wasn't doing much. But we've seen Rager can do a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like he can get out there. He can get the job done. But going forward, I think, we talked about before, could be possibly John Hightower can come through. JJ Arcega Whiteside. Yeah, my God, I can't even talk right now. JJ Arcega Whiteside and his 13 names were also injured today. So you can see that he won't be filling in. But I think for Watkins, again, not saying anything good about the injury.
I think it's Ward, in my opinion, should take over for Jalen.
I think he will do it too, but I think for Watkins, he'll get more of a look. He'll get more of opportunity.
Yeah.
Especially
we know Watkins is going to stay in as a receiver. Devontae Smith is obviously a lock, but I think the third wide receiver, until we see when Rager will return, is going to be Greg Ward up to this point. I don't see Hightower making it.
Could be right. It could even be somebody not on this team yet.
Yeah, that's right. We did run the ball today, Philly girl.
Yep, we did it. We did our thing.
We did what we needed to do.
I think Watkins is going to get a lot more attention now. You're going to see the emergence.
100%.
Because especially we're not going to depend on that third receiver now. And one thing I want to bring up today is, which is a little surprising, our number one draft pick didn't really have a good game today. There were a couple of drops. It looks like, Hurts
really
was still looking his way, but it didn't work out today for him. Do you think that this is the start of something that might lead to a downward spiral for Devontae? Or was this a bad game? Was Detroit just focusing on him today? Gio, I'll start off with you.
Yeah, you could tell. He had a couple drop passes. They should have been some that he should have caught, honestly, but Detroit, they was on him, honestly. There was one, I think there was at least 2 or 3 plays where it was third and 3, and he was wide open, and he could have got at least more rack yards on that.
Yeah. BPS, my guy. You seen Smith out there today. Is there any cause for concern because of his production, or was it just good coverage on him?
I wouldn't say good coverage. I've seen him get open a lot. I just feel like they decided to run the ball a lot more today. If Jamar Chase was in the offense today and the script was the same way, I don't think he would have had a lot of yards. But I just feel like the running game just impacted today's game, and that's really what held Devontae Smith to only 15 yards.
Yeah. Papa, what are your thoughts?
I'm sorry, what was the question again? I was laughing at has Papa complained about Matt Corral?
No.
I was laughing at that. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying because Devontae Smith, he didn't have a good game. We seen him, dropping some balls.
Okay, right. It was about Devontae Smith. Okay, yeah. Hold on, let me look at the stat line. Yeah, I know one. He had a drop on the first drive. One, he was double covered, and the second one was a catch for 15 yards because he only had three targets, only one catch for 15.
Yeah,
but it was very huge catch on third down though. So, still a rookie. You're gonna see these things. You're gonna see him explode like he exploded. He did good against the Raiders, and he's had a lot of up and down games. Which you could pretty much say that about the entirety of this season. It's just a bunch of road bumps, a bunch of ups and downs, growing pains, and all that. Is it something to worry about? Personally, I don't think so, because he did his part in the running game with run blocking and all that. He did his part for that. The entire team did. The O-line did. for run blocking, like what's his face? Not Opeta. Herbig and Dickerson looked phenomenal in the run game. Smith, sure, he didn't have a great day catching, but he was able to set up blocks for some runs, which got us to the first down. So, I mean, it does suck because we're wanting this guy to be like the saving grace. We're wanting him to have like 100-yard every game and all that. But at the end of the day, still a rookie, only week 8, still learning. But he is still, even though his stats aren't showing it, he is still helping this team, or he helped this team win today with his run blocking, which you don't see a lot of receivers doing. So I wouldn't be too concerned with that.
Hey, what up, Coach? Mitch, I got you. Just give me a second. Coach, you was trying to come in, man. My guy, come through. Keep trying.
I think Jonathan tried to come in, and then something might have happened with his internet.
Yeah, keep trying, man. You know me. I value your opinion. I love to get your takes. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, it seemed like it was an off day for Devontae Smith. It seems like, you know, the Lions defense did focus on him. And, you know, they had a plan of attack and they stuck with it all day. He didn't have a great day. I'm not saying that he had a horrible day, but, you know, there were some things that were not about Devontae, like, oh, here we go. It was good, my guy. Thank you for coming through.
Bitch.
I just got to say this. I went to my cousin's house for the game, and, you know, I stream, like, every game for Cool Cat Connor. We do the podcast thing. But it's so nice to watch the game. I put my phone down. I was enjoying time with my cousin. It felt great. Like, you know me, I've been live streaming all the time now. It just felt great.
What up, Mitch? What up, Mitch?
You know, I just can't wait for the Sixers game next.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, today was a great day, bro.
I will say,
Who's the Lions, though? Come on.
I will say, I did like.
Bro, a win is a win.
I did like seeing some of the backups coming in, like Stoll, even though he had that one catch, looked good. Gowan,
Aaron Jackson, Milton
Gowan looked good.
Williams.
Yeah.
I'm about to upload my video.
I was
This
so.
question right quick from the chat from Philly Girl. She asks, was anyone concerned about how much running Hurts did today?
71, 7 attempts, 71 yards.
No, because I feel like this was more tamed.
Yeah.
This has been one of his more tamed games of running.
What's going on,
There's Jerry Lee.
What she's
I
trying
feel
to
like-
say, what Billy Girl is trying to say is I've seen a lot of times where Jalen Hurts today, where he got into like open space and then a tackler came at him. So it's kind of like if Jalen Hurts, he's coming like in a run play or something, and a tackler is about to tackle him, and you know he could get injured on a play or something. She doesn't want that to constantly happen. I think that's what
Yeah,
she's trying
no,
to
I get
Yeah.
that, and that's also why Minshew was in for. That's why Minshew got in.
You
Not
mean
because of
Uncle
Hurts doing
Rico?
bad.
Yeah,
For
they
all
were
those
eating
Minshew
that booty.
fans out there.
Speaking of Minshew, let me just say this. This is one of the times where you have, you know, Minshew come in the game. When you're up 44-6 and you don't want to get your starter hurt because you don't want, you know what I'm saying, anything happens because he is your starter.
Yeah.
Everyone that had these comments this week talking about, oh, let's get rid of Jalen Hurts. Let's start Minshew. You all are quiet today. Every single last one of you are looking stupid as hell today. I'm the guy that says I told you so. And I'm here to say I fucking told you all. Again, Mitchell's a goddamn backup. Nothing more than
Vick3
I go for everyone who had that comment. Remember, if you want, come at me, Vick3. But again, you are all wrong, and I'm here to say I told you so. Proceed.
I don't know why. I was really expecting you to end that with a at Eagles champ. I don't know why. I was expecting that.
Nah, Eagle Champ was actually mild on that. You know, I don't really go for a taste because it's always the same thing. Get rid of him. All right, we got your point. We're gonna get rid of him. It's gonna happen at the end of the season if he plays well or not. You mean like if he plays? If he doesn't play
I
well,
better
he'll
not
be
hear
gone.
Eagle Champ saying he's on Jalen Hurts. He better not say anything about Jalen Hurts.
Oh, I've
being
already seen it on
injured.
Instagram, bro, on all like the mock drafts of us having like a QB like
Oh, I've seen that.
Corral or Willis
He
and all
mentioned-
that.
Dude, he
And it's
messages
just-
me on Facebook every single day. It's just like, I'll show you the catalog. It's like,
Bro, the dude's not decided at all. He goes with what majority says. It's like I remember he compared Trevor Lawrence to Carson Wentz, and he was like, Carson Wentz should not be traded. Then he gets traded, and he's like, oh, Hurts is the guy. And then when talks are like, oh, Hurts isn't the guy, he's like, yeah, Hurts is not the guy. You're all clowns if you think he is, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, we may be clowns, but you the whole damn circus. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Dude, it was wild because he was talking about how great
I'm
Carson
right
Wentz
there
is
with
and
you,
how it's a
Papa
mistake
Sawyer.
you should get rid of him.
Right.
My
Yeah,
window
Papa.
open. Oh, whoops. Sorry, neighbors.
Hey, let me just get to this comment right here where it was like, it was against an 0-17. I understand it was against an 0-17, but if you look at all those games beforehand, the Lions were in every single game. We're
Yes.
the only
One
team.
possession.
There's only
Exactly.
one.
We're the
Yeah.
only team to
They
shut
were
them out from the
every
touchdown.
single
They had-
game.
Dude, they got
Thank you,
crushed.
Vic.
No, I think we're the second. I
only
think the
team that handled the
Bengals.
Lions. Again, yeah, we all understand they're 0-17, but guess what? They put it to the Niners. You know what I mean? They put it to the Ravens. They put it to a lot of teams, even though they didn't win, but they put a good fight. Today there was no fight in that team.
And
We
it's
took it
not
all out.
even.
So that's
It's
something
not
to take
even-
away and be happy about.
It's not even we're excited that we got this win. Like, oh yeah, we're back, baby.
It's
We're
the way
excited
we won.
because we
Yeah, like I
saw
don't think
some
everyone's like over the
change.
moon. We know what they are, but again,
Yeah.
when
We
they
saw
played against
some
every other team,
changes
they
in
put up
this
more of a fight,
coaching
and they
staff.
didn't do
We
that.
saw a running attack. We saw some blitzes. Everything that
again-
we've been harping the table for, we finally saw it. And
Yep.
that's what we're mainly excited about. We're excited about
And
the win
again-
as well.
And again, we got to see this every game from this team. We need to see this every game. If that's how we're going to play like that in every game, and maybe we can win some games that we're not mainly gonna win. Play like that every game, and maybe we'll win some games that we have no shot at winning, but we can turn things around and end up winning that game.
Wait, can someone
We
tell me
always
how
got a
well
shot at
Goddard?
winning.
Can someone tell me how well Goddard did? Because I want
was
to
like-
tweet that.
Hold up. I got the box score up. 6 receptions.
Like,
Let me-
70
Six
it like
receptions, and where is he? 72 yards. Average 12 yards. No
12
touchdowns.
yards
though.
per reception.
Because that makes me laugh every time when I hear Dallas Goddard and his stats. I'm just thinking about Philly Jim and what he tweeted every
Yeah.
single time.
Hey, bleeding green, believe me, buyer beware. My guy said that last week. I
Full
thought this
go.
game was going to be a win that's going to set us up for failure.
A win to win at the end of the day. That's all I
Hopefully,
care
you know,
about.
that doesn't happen. Hopefully, I'm wrong. But again,
We
that's
got
the last
one.
team set up. We were supposed to win this game.
We
Now,
got
the next
one.
three, that's a
I
different
would-
thing.
No, we actually got
Trust
three
me,
on
we're
that
not buying into it. We're not buying into it either. We're just like we're
We got
saying,
three
we have
wins
just
on the
seen
ball.
changes in this coaching staff. We saw an actual rushing attack. We saw blitzing. We're not saying like, oh, we're back, baby, but it's like this is what we need to see. And we even said it earlier. We're not ready to leave let the coaching staff off the hook just yet. We need to
Oh,
see
yeah.
this every damn week.
No.
We
But
need
I
to
will
see
say
this
this.
every damn week.
Bleeding green, you make a great point. The fact that Hurts didn't see it, and I think that's something we all seen. I want to get your opinions on this. Hurts has an affinity of going over to the right and never looking to the left. Now, I said, from the beginning to the end of the season, we want to see improvement. That's something that he has not gotten at all. And I don't think that's something that he's going to get. And that's going to affect him going forward. What are your thoughts on that with Jalen Hurts and, always sticking to the right, never paying attention to the left, never even thinking about looking back to the left? I'll
Can I
start
take
off
that
with you, Jerry Lee. What are your thoughts?
I think it's a tendency.
Jerry.
Hold on,
I think-
BPS.
I think it's a tendency that he can get over, and I think it's just something muscle memory, man. Really, if he starts going to the left and to the right, I think he can do it. But right now, I don't know. You got to do it first.
Let me ask you guys this:
What's that?
was Jalen Hurts not accurate at all today, or
I
was that
wouldn't say
just
at
me?
all. I wouldn't say he
No.
was not accurate.
He was
No, I
like
mean,
he
At
was
all either.
It was like 50-50.
He was 9 for 13. One was a drop by Smith.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know
right
about the
number.
other three. One of
Weren't
them
like-
to Smith. He threw in double coverage, and like I
Weren't
said, I
like-
don't know about the others.
Wasn't there like two of them by Devontae?
No, one was
yeah,
in.
one.
That's
There
the one.
There was one
Wait.
play today where Jalen
It-
Hurts, hang on, Jalen
Because
Hurts.
Devontae was 1 for 3 and he dropped 2. Those were 2 of Hurts incompletions right there.
Okay,
No,
I
there
thought
was
he
another
only dropped one.
There was another one. He threw behind.
Oh
what was
my
it? I
god.
think it was a tip pass by Jalen Hurts, and then the ball got to behind Dallas Goddard's back. I think that was one of the plays I remember.
So 2 by
Yeah,
Smith,
no.
1 by Goddard. And where'd the fourth one come from?
I don't know.
No, I think Gainwell had one. I think it was there was one at Gainwell. Not that I know of.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to look real quick, see if I can figure it out. But I know it was 2 by Smith, and that's all I know. Goddard might have had one, but I'm gonna check for real. See
I'll tell you right now.
what I can find.
But in the meantime, Mitch, what are your thoughts with Jalen and his inaccuracies, especially with his tendency going to the right and never focusing or even paying attention to the left side?
To me, it's actually getting on my nerves. Like, the guy is wide open every time. Like, I can count how many times I've seen Devontae Smith wide open and he doesn't see him. But this accuracy, I mean, the one caught by Goddard saved that. Goddard actually saved that. I don't know if that was Hurts, but that was pretty much Goddard. If Goddard missed that, everyone would be like, "Oh, Jalen Hurts inaccurate," and I'm like, "Yeah."
I figured it out.
What was
It was 2 by Smith, 1 by Goddard, and then the other one was by Rager.
Was that early in the game for Rager?
That was early in the game
Yeah, 'cause
before
he was out
Rager got
the second
injured.
half.
Yeah, so I was like, "Wait."
Vic, you
Someone
got a
said-
Minshew fan in the chat. You know what
Yeah,
to
I
do.
saw that. Listen, Bleeding Green, my guy,
He's
you're
saying
right.
Minshew mania.
Hey,
No,
it's
it's
the
Uncle
opinion. I
Rico.
understand where he's
Can
coming
we
Yeah,
from.
no, I know.
No,
it's-
no.
I
It's
found
more of a capital gain on that. Yeah, you can't look at it like that. Because why
No,
would
I
you
know.
start-
I'm just messing.
Yeah.
I'm just messing. Because I know people's like, I fucking told you all.
Bleeding Green. It's very simple. Very, very simple.
I mean, I'm a Jalen Hurts fan. I'm a big guy, but like, if I didn't say that he struggled today or whatever, but like, if it continues to show his number like that, that's a little concerning.
Yeah, most
He
definitely.
definitely needs to get
Exactly,
better.
100%.
He needs to get better.
Totally agree with you, Gio. Definitely.
Mhm.
And like I said,
Definitely
I
agree
wouldn't
with
mind.
you.
I wouldn't mind. Like I said, his play. We did win today. It was a convincing win. But again, the issue was his play. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't where it needs to be. We got the win, which is the most important thing of all. But again, when you're evaluating this quarterback, he's not going to get a better grade today. You know what I mean? Like he didn't increase his chances at all today. But one thing is, yes, we got that win, but that was a great team win, like Coach Dante said.
Yep.
That was an
Yep.
awesome team win. Everyone was on all cylinders, and that's where we need to be every week. But again, when you're looking at this team as a whole, or excuse me, not as a whole, but individual, and you want to assess someone, when you're looking at Jalen Hurts, again, I'm gonna have to give him a C. But
We
we
could have
didn't get to
somebody better.
we didn't get to go through the whole thing. Mitch, what were your thoughts on today on Jalen?
I already. Yo, Dante. Wow,
I think you got interrupted on yours.
Dante, you there? All I said was for Jalen Hurts. All I said was his accuracy is driving me crazy. He's missing people wide open. If it wasn't for Goddard making that catch, that would have been ugly.
That's Dante's
All right,
mic.
I'm gonna take a
Yeah.
look.
You're farting, bro.
Yeah, but wait, what is that?
It sounds like he's shooting zombies.
What is that noise, bro?
Yeah,
Somebody make it end, please.
yeah.
It's
I'm
like-
gonna tell
it.
Scott
Yo.
that he can't be on that.
Yo.
No, look, this is Dante screaming in excitement, bro, because we won.
I think that might be Dante. I think that's you.
Dante!
Yeah, because I
Dante
Dante,
even said so. That's you.
Yeah, it's you, Dante. I think when you're talking, you can't hear me, my guy. I'm gonna have to
Unplug it.
meet you right quick. But
If that's you
Gio,
farting,
what did you
that's
think
what's
of,
wrong.
today? What did you think of Jalen Hurts' performance overall?
right.
Well, like I was mentioning earlier, like it
Is
was
it
just,
done?
Oh, okay, for
yeah, I
you.
think it was like 103 yards.
There goes Dante.
I wasn't impressed by it. It was some kind of like his reads were still going to Smith for some odd reason, but I like that he was connecting with Goddard, getting that connection with him. The offense got to get more in sync, man. We got the running game. I mean, everybody's seeing it. We got 236 rushing yards. Jalen has to stop with them. I don't mind him running the ball, but some of them he got to like a little slide down or whatever, because he's about to get hurt. That's about it, man. Honestly, he did well enough to win us the game, at least to put us some yards, put us in good field position, whatever. And the running, it all starts with the running game. Now we got to carry that to the next week.
Yeah, facts. Big play Slay. What do you think about Jalen Hurts' performance today? Hold on. Let me just before you say that, Coach Dante, can you hear me?
Dante,
Connections with my guy. You
wait,
understand?
Dante going once.
Nah. Hopefully he can come through. Dante, whenever you're in, you know what I'm saying? Let me know.
Vic, I'm playing.
I was ready, bro. I was like,
No, I'm sorry, big play. I'm sorry for interrupting. What are your thoughts on for Jalen Hurts on today's performance?
I gotta say C minus plus. It's anywhere in that range.
Yeah.
I still see the same things I saw at Oklahoma. And honestly, I did not like his play at Oklahoma in terms of throwing the ball. I felt like he was a good runner and he worked well in the RPO, but that's only going to work because you're in college. It's so easy to use the RPO in college because they don't know how to tackle in the Big 12. So I feel like Jalen Hurts, he still has the same things that I've been seeing since it was in Oklahoma, Alabama. Trouble scanning the field, and he's just not the best at finding his reads like quickly. And he's timid. He's timid to throw the ball downfield when he has to, because I feel like he knows it could be picked off or it's an incomplete pass, it's overthrown, underthrown. He doesn't want that reputation to keep happening. So I just feel like it's a mix of everything with his play style, and his accuracy is not working too. So I'll say a C or a plus, minus, anywhere in that range.
I'll give him a C. I didn't give my grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't argue with a C, man. You know what I'm saying? There's not much you can defend him on. But BLSG, you're up. What are your thoughts on Jalen Hurts' performance today? And as everyone's giving him, what would you grade him?
I mean, I'll start with what I'll grade him. Like Big Play Slice sped, I'll grade him like I'll give him a C plus today. I mean, Hurts didn't have a lot of passes though because we were so into the run game, and that was less throwing attempts for Jalen Hurts. It wasn't like 30 or 25 throwing attempts. It was like, what was it, like 14 or 16 today? He had 14 or 16 throwing attempts.
Something like that. It was like 13 or 16. Papa, you
Or
have stats.
wait, was it 13? It was
14.
something like that. But anyway, Hurts
14.
didn't have to throw the ball a lot though, which I felt pretty decent about that because it didn't mean Hurts have to like throw the ball a lot down to like a lot of the receivers because he wasn't getting pressured a lot, and neither were the running backs. Which I like that about Jalen Hurts. We're maintaining the pressure off of him, and same with the running backs. But again, it was the Lions, and we were going up on a bad defense. But the only reason why I give Jalen Hurts like a C plus, somewhere around there, is just because he's still learning. He has to still figure out the rule book. He's still learning. He doesn't have a full season under his belt. He still has to learn a little bit. He has to get used to Nick Sirianni's system still. It takes a while when you have a coach that doesn't have experience as a head coach to learn all the plays. But I could definitely say that in terms of what Jalen Hurts did, I mean, 4 completions isn't bad, but I mean, like 13 or however many pass attempts he had compared to how many completions he had, which was like 4 missed from that. So at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts not the best of games, but definitely not his worst game that we've seen so far.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Papa, we'll close it up with you. What are your thoughts on Jalen Hurts' performance today?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair to agree with everybody here saying like C and C plus. That's probably what I'd give him too. But I mean,
His name is Winston.
He didn't really need to pass a lot. I remember a lot of us saying earlier in the offseason before the season even began that we needed to be a run first team, and that's kind of what we did. We were able to get with our running game. We didn't need Jalen to play 95% of the snaps like he has been this entire season. We didn't need him to play hero ball. We just needed him to make the passes. Some of them he didn't. Yes, I agree. Didn't turn the ball over, didn't get a sack, was able to escape blitzes, and was able to pick up first downs with his legs. Still needs to be decided if he is the guy. As of right now, we don't know, and if he isn't, then that's going to be something that we need to look into the offseason. but it ain't gonna be like a don't worry, we got Minshew. It's gonna be okay, well, or don't worry, we got Reed Sinnett, whatever his name is. It's gonna be all right. Still a growing pain, still learning. Get the young guys in, and I mean, yeah, at least we won. We saw different changes in this coaching staff. We saw a different team. Granted, yes, of course, it was against the winless Lions, but people still had the Lions beating us. So,
yeah, let's not forget that. I think there were 3
Yeah,
points.
and they only meant the one person only mentioned Trevor Siemian is because Jameis Winston got carried off to what looks like either the blue tent or the locker room. I couldn't tell, but it didn't look good for Jameis on the one play. So Trevor Siemian's in now.
Let me ask you guys something. Do you think we ran the ball because Nick Sirianni thinks his ass is on the line? Like his job's on the line? Do you
if
think
that's the case, then we need to be on his ass all damn season.
I think we ran.
We have been.
We need to be on him more.
Miles. I think that's the reason why. Without Miles, that takes a lot of the game, and not just running the ball. I mean, when he's passing, he's the defense is looking for him, even off on screen for running a screen, or if he's coming out the backfield. So he's someone that the defense is going to be concerned about anytime he's in there. And when you don't have that, the last thing you're going to focus on is Hurts. So you need to create, a running game just to take that pressure off of Hurts. So I think that's why we came out running the ball and, spreading around amongst the running backs.
Yeah, but why did it take this long? We were here sitting, hearing this man talk about flowers. Why did it take this long?
It was unfortunate because it took for Miles Sanders to get hurt, and for Nick Sirianni to be put in a corner for him to have to fight his way out of there. And that's what he did today. For all intents and purposes, that's what he was doing. Now, just want to ask this question overall, with Hurts and the way he played today for me, I'm pretty much on board with everyone else is saying. I'd give him a C. But with today's game, it did show a lot of things about Hurts. And it showed me that I don't think he's the guy, he's the number one guy. He can't be that guy. But I think he could be a great game manager. And I think that's what we need out of him right now. We don't need him to be our savior. We don't need him to win our games. We need him to manage the field. Make sure that we're in the right position. Make sure that the ball's being run right. Make sure you're reading the field. Make sure you're reading the defense. That's what we need out of Jalen Hurts. The performance he had today wasn't great, but again, we need to keep on coming at him with the same scheme. This is the scheme that Jalen Hurts needs to run. He needs to be a game manager. He can't be that guy slinging the ball around and we're dependent on him. He's never going to be that. I understand we're 8 games in, but you can see it. He's not going to be that guy. But going forward,
he'll develop that trait like Russell Wilson did, but it's not right now. That's what.
And that's something that you're hoping that he can develop.
Yeah.
And even then, with the draft, you build up that defense. If you build up that defense wins championships, man. So even if you have a mediocre offense, as long as that defense does great, and if Hurts does have to be a game manager of just make sure the ball's drive, make sure points are getting up, don't make any stupid, costly mistakes. Even if he's got to do that, as long as you've got a killer defense, and so be it. And like Vic has mentioned before, even if he's not the guy, and Slay, it's funny that you brought up Russell Wilson. It's already been reported we're going to be front runners in the offseason for free agent QBs like Rodgers and Wilson. Who's to say you don't get one of those guys and then have Hurts be the backup just in case, and then have Hurts learn under a Russell Wilson or an Aaron Rodgers, or even if you do draft a quarterback? What's to say Hurts isn't A, the backup, or 2, what's to say Hurts doesn't try a different position?
Do you think with the trade deadline in a couple of days, do you honestly think with Howie Roseman anything can happen? Like anything can happen. Is it possible that we trade Hurts within the next couple of days? You think Howie Roseman actually do that?
I would no. They'll let him finish off the year.
I think plus there would be too much to work on.
I
for
wouldn't
that
trade Hurts. I would not.
No, I'm not asking.
They would trade Minshew first.
Yeah, they would.
I would not trade Uncle
Minshew
Rico.
first.
Are you serious? I would not trade Uncle Rico. But
You sticking with Uncle Rico?
Yeah, I'm sticking with. I need a guy to throw it over the damn mountains. Okay, I need someone to throw it over the damn mountains. But
they would trade.
What was that?
They would trade what's its face Minshew before they traded Hurts.
Yeah, but it's Howie Roseman. Anything can happen. Fletcher Cox. I heard Jalen Reagor. Well, not anymore now.
Yeah, not anymore.
But my thing is, if you were to move on Hurts and you were trying to trade him, it'd be best to do it in the offseason. Because, he had a whole season under him. They can't say that, you don't know what to expect from him. He's had a whole season. You've seen what he can do. Now, if any team is willing to go after him, by all means, hey, that'd be awesome. You know what I mean? But, again, it all depends on what the compensation is, too. If the numbers aren't looking right, then nothing's going to get done. But if there would be a time to move Hurts, not saying that they will, it would be in the offseason. At least that's what I would think.
And like you've already had some teams even calling for Minshew, so you've had guys like the Broncos calling for Minshew. So yeah, if Hurts does get moved, it will be in the offseason.
Wait,
what's another crazy thing too about the Eagles? That we had 38 minutes of time of possession and 27 first downs. We held the ball more than what the Lions did. So that was another key thing that we did. The time management is getting a little better too. So that we wouldn't have to get the opposing offense the ball back.
And that's because we ran the ball.
Yeah, time of possession is a battle that we lost week in and week out. And this is our first time winning it. You know what I mean? This is the first time we won, the time of possession battle. And like I said, I think this is something that Sirianni has to continue to do. The same game, not saying that, you can bring out the same game planning against every team, but, like that same philosophy that you came out with today, I'm hoping I see that next week and the weeks going forward. And again, like I said, you don't need to trust Jalen Hurts with the game in his hands. He could be a great game manager. You mean that too, because you're actually letting him progress when you do that. Take all the pressure, as much pressure off of him as you can. It doesn't mean that, he'll be less of a quarterback for it. If anything, it gives him time to evaluate more. It gives him time to, learn himself more. And, that's only going to get himself better for hopefully next season or even going into the future in the next couple of weeks. But we're talking about, the coaching staff and how they did today. Let me get an overall grade for Gannon, Coach Gannon today.
Ooh,
what
would you give? A.
I'll start off with you.
A+. I mean, the blitzing and like the disguising, everything they did on defense was perfect. You know what I mean? The coaches couldn't have did a better game, both sides. Like, I mean, whoever the scouting guy did the scouting on the team to know to just cram it down their throats. They did a great job. Mm-hmm. I mean, the whole game plan was good. What it looks like is they took what they did from the last game on the first drive and just implemented it in this game. That's what it looked like to me. And I just think that was awesome. And the defense stood up this time. And it seems like Fletcher Cox, probably said something to Gannon, you know what I mean? Like they talked and was like, yeah, we got to be more aggressive. And I think that's what they did. So.
Yeah, exactly. Mitch, what do you think about Coach Gannon's performance today?
That was just unbelievable. Was I watching the right game?
Yeah.
Did someone tell me, was I watching I was at my cousin's apartment in Philly, and I'm like, is this real life? Like, am I watching something? But I'll give it an A+. I agree with Jerry there. But where was this all season? Where was the blitzing all season? Where was this all season? And I can't wait for the Cowboys fans to come DMing me and be like, oh, see, you can actually win against a bad team. I'm telling you, Boys for Life was texting me all day.
That'd be something Boys for Life would say, Mitch.
But he was like, congrats, you got your third win. I love that guy, man.
I'll say this, though. It's better late than never. You know what I mean? Like, if it had been never, then, we wouldn't be talking about Sirianni much around here. But the fact is,
if it was we got our third win on like week 17, then yeah.
He's doing the thing we want. You want to see improvement. Although it's not big steps, little steps, it's improvement. I'll take it right now. But Gio, my guy, what are we giving Coach Gannon today? What's the grade?
Let me give him an A. Good tackling. We finally got good tackles in the day. Like I said, the Epps had 7. Just 2 assists, man. That should tell you alone. Him stepping up as well. The nickel blitzes too, and the disguises was very key today. Golf looked like he was confused out there on certain linebacker. I think it was like a linebacker package that they had where they kept coming in or whatever, and then they had one safety drop in as a disguise. So shout out to that. We just got to carry that the next team, man. The tackling and as far as the those fumbles today was good, and Milton Williams stepping up too. As far as like he only got a little bit of play, he did cause that fumble or whatever at the end, but they ruled it down or whatever. But it was a good defense. And man, Josh Sweat, man, got them. He was sacking. He was a sacking machine today. I guess he already know that we don't want Cox here no more like that. To make a name for himself or whatever. But it was good, man. It was a good defensive effort as far as gaining. Like I said, it was just a bunch of people getting up on the defense as well, and slaying Maddox, slaying it at their hometown or whatever.
Yeah, big up to Edwards because he did have a good game today. That's a special teams darling of ours.
8 tackles. Yeah. Can't forget about that.
Came into play. There was a void today with Eric Wilson being out. I don't think it was anything injury related. It's just the fact that he sucks so goddamn much. So they just kept him off the field. And, the guys came in and they filled in admirably. BPS, what's going to be your grade today for Coach Gannon?
Gannon?
Yeah, for Coach Gannon.
I would have to say an A+. He did everything right. You gotta give him credit today. He blitzed the crap out of Jared Goff. Now, one thing I've understood with Gannon is he's not the best defensive coordinator, but he understands how to, take away a quarterback's ability at times. He's shown flashes of that coaching on defense. With Darnold, the quarterbacks that he stopped this year. You limited Calvin Ridley, so you just run it. And if you can't run it, then what else do you have to do? Throw it to Kyle Pitts, the rookie who's getting locked down by Maddox. He's done that a lot this year. I think Gannon, I would have to give him an A+ if I'm being honest. So, yeah, man, he proved me wrong.
Yeah, he did, man. It's a stark contrast to what happened last week. But BLSG, let me get your thoughts. What are your grades today for Coach Gannon?
Now, are we just doing Gannon, or are we doing him with Nick Sirianni?
No, we're just doing Gannon at the moment.
Okay. So, in terms of Gannon, I'd give him an A. I mean, he did what he had to do. Again, he brought 5 men up to attack and pressure Jared Goff. He did what he needed to do in terms of pressuring the QB. But how about the pressure on the wide receivers? Darius Slay and Avonte Maddox stripping it out of the receiver's hands, and Slay returned that for a scoop and score. That was a great play by the secondary. And then the defensive line at the end of the day, just beautiful execution. I loved what I saw. I mean, you're looking at Taron Jackson getting a sack, Milton Williams getting a sack, Josh Sweat getting a sack, or 2 rather. Derek Barnett surprisingly getting his first sack.
He's so going to get traded.
I mean, it's definitely better for Jonathan Gannon. And like Big Play Slay said, Gannon, he's not the best coach, but he's definitely starting to improve, and he's definitely not one of the worst coaches defensive coordinators that we've had in recent years. So Coach Gannon's definitely getting better, and at the end of the day, let's just see this going forward, Gannon. Let's go.
Yeah, I totally agree. Coach Gannon has made himself saved himself for the week, I should say. Papa, what are your thoughts? What are you giving Coach Gannon for his grade today?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give both of the coaches a B. I mean, yeah, it was great plays. Great. I mean, like they were saying, blitzing. We remember in the offseason where the running backs were like, man, when we catch the ball and we're going, or whoever, not even them, it looks like an octopus attacking you. Everybody's attacking the ball and all that, blah, 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 blah. This time we finally saw it because Avonte Maddox apparently been training for the UFC. That man straight up decked the ball out of the dude's hand.
That man is a grown man right there.
That man got some. That man going for the UFC.
I did pick him to be my was called breakout player on defense. I said that to you.
Next burner account?
Vontae Maddox, 6th burner account by Big Play Slay.
I just want to say the LA Chargers
Big
look
Play
trash
Slay
right
with
now.
16 million
Big Play
burner
Maddox.
account.
Big Play Maddox. Big Play. I got something.
Hey,
No,
who the Chargers playing against?
Slay. You need
Playing
to
the
change
Patriots. They
it
just got an
from
interception.
BPS on here to BPM. Big Play Maddox. Let's go.
I just got one question. Slay, I know this is off topic. If the Lakers lose to the Rockets tonight, how are you gonna feel? If the Lakers lose to the Rockets tonight?
Oh man.
I'm gonna be mad, but it's still.
I better
not,
see a
like,
video.
Something that's gonna like give me offset. Like if it's in the playoffs and you lose, of course I'm gonna be
The
mad.
Rockets are not
If
making
it's,
the playoffs.
to the Bucks or something, I hate losing to them. I hate losing to the Clippers. I hate losing to any of those teams.
And there was another interesting fact about the defense. I don't mean to cut off. That we held DeAndre Swift to 27 rushing yards and 26 receiving yards on 12 attempts.
Yep. That was gonna be one of my points.
And I started him this week. Ain't that something?
Hey, whoever started Jordan Howard, you know what I'm saying? Kudos to you, whoever that was. That was a good pickup. But
I forgot today's Halloween.
Yeah, today's Halloween. Hey,
what a spooky victory!
For the Lions, it was witching hour because we came in ready to play. But for me, for Coach Gannon, I'm gonna have to give him an A because the guys came ready to play today. The scheme that he had today, on all phases of the defensive side of the ball, they all came ready to play and they all performed well. You know what I mean? There wasn't really much in the way of a bad performance. There wasn't anything negative you could really say. Again, when we're talking about Vontae Maddox, look at where he's got him. Vontae Maddox was like a fledgling player. He was always on the fringe. We didn't even know he would make the team or be here for a whole season. And now he's an unquestionable starter. Without him, we don't know where our defense would be. So Vontae Maddox's play this year has increased. I got to give some of that credit to Coach Gannon. But like I was saying, the defensive line created great pressure, 6 sacks on Goff today. He didn't know what to do with himself. Even though the Lions don't have great wide receivers, they were kept quiet pretty much all day. And as we said before, Swift, he's had a great season this year, but today was an off game for him. Only kept to 26 yards. So all around, you got to give Coach Gannon, his props for today. We've been dogging him for the past 7 weeks. We're saying that he didn't have any defense. The reason why he was hiding and making it vanilla is because he didn't have any scheme. He came out today and shut a lot of people up. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm giving him an A today because I trashed him too. So, Coach, I hope next week you bring up the intensity, you keep it, and you show out again. But for this week, my guy, you have earned yourself an A. But
it's the National Football League. It's the National Football League for a reason. Anything can happen. Look at the Jets; they beat the freaking Bengals.
The Texans. The Texans came back a little bit.
That was a surprising game because I really thought the Raiders were going to take care of them.
That was when they had John Walford in the game at quarterback.
Let me ask you a question though, because I didn't watch the Jets game. Did Flacco start that game?
No.
It was Mike White. Mike White.
It was White.
I would not have been ready for listening to Joe Flacco lovers for the whole week.
Hey, he won't be there to some good.
That little mother humper.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But Matt Ryan actually was bleeding today.
Did you see that?
Yeah, my man.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was nasty. I thought his finger got cut off at first.
On, man.
Wait, who's Mike White?
He started wiping his hands off, and I was like, all right.
No, Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's hand got stepped on, and he was gushing blood on the sideline. They had to put quick stitches on him. Yeah,
no joke.
Yeah.
You see, what's its face? Ridley's going to take time off of football.
The legend Mike White. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Kevin Ridley. Kevin Ridley, mental
Mike
issues.
White's not a legend. Get out of here.
I heard today he wasn't playing because of that, but I didn't know if he was taking off.
No, he's taking time off.
No, he's taking time off completely.
Hey, man, T's and P's to you, my guy. Hopefully you get better. Mental health isn't something to fun up or mess around with.
I believe
he's saying, when we talk about it, the game of football is just a game. It's a child's game that you get paid a lot of money to play. It brings a lot of people excitement, but focus on yourself first, most importantly, because you are the most important person to yourself. So hopefully you can get through whatever's going wrong for you. And just know that, even though we're not fans of you, you got people looking out for you. You got people thinking about you. So T's and P's send over your way, my guy.
Yeah, get better, man.
Yeah.
And I know I believe he's still on his rookie deal. Watch they don't re-sign him because of this.
Who
Hey,
are we talking about?
I wouldn't mind signing him. I wouldn't
Calvin
mind taking
Ridley.
that chance.
Calvin Ridley? That dude
Yeah.
is special. That dude is special.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
Would not mind
taking.
taking a
I'm
chance
pretty
on
sure
rookie.
he's done for the
Oh,
season though. He said he's taking it off. I think.
Somebody else will pick him up, and he'll be a blessing in that team. Honestly, bro.
Yeah, like I
Come
said,
on
yo,
now.
Hey, we got 50+ million in the cap, bro. I ain't gonna complain.
Yeah,
Facts, bro. Trevor
you gotta
Simeon just
focus
threw a
on
pick for
yourself
the Saints.
sometimes.
Man,
You know,
what a
money be
good
damned and all that. You know, sometimes you got to just take care of yourself, and hopefully that's what he's doing.
man, what a good weekend for me. The Eagles won, Sixers won. I finished Squid Games, and I saw my cousin.
I didn't even start Squid Game yet.
What?
Yeah, I haven't even
Yes,
started.
sir.
Oh wait, it's a
That
great
series
weekend for me
is
because
funky.
the Eagles won, the Sixers won, and by the way, my Ohio State Buckeyes won.
Yeah.
Sorry to all the Penn State fans.
Fuck you.
Right,
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, but seriously.
You don't even understand how excited I was last night until the game just got away from them.
Yeah, but Vic.
It was
I don't
hard.
want to talk about college football, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
Vic,
know you don't.
we-
I almost messaged
Papa-
you yesterday, but I reserved it. I was like, I'm not going to do my guy like
What were you
that.
gonna message me, bro?
Just to score. Just to
Oh.
score itself.
Oh, trust me, I knew it.
enough.
I know, bro.
Hold on. I have a question because I'm so honored to have BPS on the show today. BPS, let me just focus on you real fast. There was something that happened on earlier in the week, but we didn't get to talk about it. So let's chat it up right now.
What?
What happened with that little fight on the sidelines between Dwight Howard? What's good? And Anthony.
Wait, that was last week.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
last
but
week.
remember, I
Yeah.
didn't get to talk to him about it. So you know, I got
I
you on the
forgot
show,
all
my
about
guy.
it, honestly.
Let me get that raw reaction. What's up with your corny ass old team?
Bro, bleeding green. Nobody brought up corral, bro.
Yeah, but Vic,
Nobody
you gotta
won.
watch Squid Games. Me and Papa Shorty yesterday, we were live
Change the
streaming the
subject.
Sixers. The whole
Yeah,
time
'cause we were
talking
like,
about
man,
Squid
He's
Games.
so happy. Yeah, I haven't got into it because I heard like the translation is a little off. So I was like, but I'll get into it.
It's
It.
all
You
right.
got
Come on, man.
It's all right.
I'm not one that quick follows the trends right away. I'll take a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
After it's
it's
corny,
You're gonna wait till
I'll
season
catch
4
up
comes
on
out,
it.
and then he's gonna be like, "All right, now I'll try."
Yeah.
Well, plus two, by then no one's talking about it. I ain't got to hear
Let
everybody's
them go for the
conversation
day.
about what happened on this week's Squid Game.
No, I know.
I'll wait
I was
until
just like,
it's done
bro.
with it, and I can watch it on my own and enjoy it.
Yeah, but Papa Shorty and I, we spent the whole halftime talking about Squid Games.
Yeah, because we were just like, it was like there was really nothing to talk about the Sixers other than the fact that they could not get offensive or the fact that they kept letting Atlanta get offensive rebounds.
We still won.
It was just
Yo.
like, bro.
Yo, Maxie, can we talk about Maxie real fast? How much of a talent that kid is?
He's
When
special,
Maxie's
dude.
on the court,
Grown man,
all I can
bro.
say is Ben Simmons. Who? We don't
Right,
know about
who?
no Ben
We
Simmons.
don't need Ben Simmons. Ben
That
Simmons
kid
They
can
said
go
we don't
straight
got
to
a
the
defense. I'm
dumpster.
pretty sure I saw like 14 blocks last night. I don't.
It was
Yo,
11
he was-
blocks and 6
The kid
steals.
is
You
insane.
know what I saw? I saw
Oh,
Ben
it was
Simmons
11
on the court
steals
on
and
the
6
court
blocks.
yesterday. That's what I
11 steals,
saw.
6 blocks.
He kind of reminds me of Dwayne Wade in a way.
Yeah.
That's what he
Oh,
reminds
yeah,
me a lot
yeah.
of Dwayne Wade. He doesn't have, all of Wade's characteristics, but he's the new coming of the Flash.
Can we just talk about how bad Danny Green is? Like,
Oh my god. Yo,
Papa
Nick,
Bro, I
Shorty-
don't
Nick,
need to talk about Danny
Nick,
Green.
All
Listen.
that talk, no score.
Archie, listen, Ben Simmons and Danny Green, Knicks, and we'll just take RJ Barrett off your hands. That's all. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
You wish.
Dude, how about the
I know I
Heat
would.
I can't even
rival
hate on that deal.
yesterday, bro?
wait, hold on. Vic, Slade's here.
What do you mean?
The Lakers
I'm
question,
done.
he didn't
Peace out.
answer it.
Oh, you were
no,
all
Slade, you still need to know about that
Oh, I
sideline
thought you
fight.
were
Outta
smart
here.
and kept
See you,
quiet about
bro.
it while Mitch changed the subject. I just wanted to ask you what happened with that little tussle between Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard. What did you think about that, my guy? The team's in shambles.
I got a perfect answer for that one when BPS is done.
Let me get your reaction, Slade. What's going on? And yes, RJ does suck.
I have
You know,
no
you know,
comment.
you know what it is? Because Dwight Howard don't got Wendy's out there, bro. That's why. Anthony
Yo.
Davis was telling him you got to do In-N-Out burgers, bro. So
Bro, isn't
like
he a
it
horrible
out.
teamate
I
though?
like it out.
How you messing with your own
I never had
teammates? You trying to clown your teammates during a timeout? Man,
Come
that was
on,
wild.
man.
That whole situation was wild.
Yeah, I've never seen a team this good get clowned so much.
And
You're
how you,
3-3.
wait, you said a team this good. They got to be good
I'm
first to be
talking
that,
about,
they
I'm
that
talking about
good.
based off paper. I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Lakers. I'm about to say they're horrible right now, my guy. But let's get back on track. Let's get back on
Well, the
track.
Lakers are not bad. It's just that they're not the best.
Going forward, I believe
We're
we have
gonna
Denver
win.
coming up, correct? We're on the road to the
But
Mount
still,
High.
you're not winning the NBA Finals, Slay.
No. We're on the road to. We're playing in our
Chargers,
house
excuse me.
against
The Chargers.
AC.
Yeah, they're not doing too good right now. I'm watching the game
By the
right
way,
now
if
as we
y'all lose
speak.
to the
Yeah,
Houston
I haven't
Rockets,
seen
I
the
will
game.
freaking laugh my heart out.
What's the score in the Chargers game?
14-10.
Who are they? Oh, that's right, the Patriots.
The Patriots.
I
Yeah,
got
they
the
running the ball on
Buccaneers
them
being
effectively.
gone
Bolden is
against
having a good day.
Well, I will say this: the Patriots have a good defense. A lot of people sleep on their defense.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Belichick
Even after getting more trade, yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Steven Belichick runs the D.
Mm-hmm.
I think him and his, I don't even know what you call that hairstyle.
I think
Yeah,
somehow, some
Steve
way,
Belichick's
Papa
a,
Shore
he's
is
a rare
beating
breed.
me in fantasy right now in the Stub Monday League.
He reminds me of Theo Vaughn with that haircut.
But yeah,
Bro,
no, I'm taking
man.
Danny Green and Simmons, and I'm trading them. I cannot stand Danny Green.
Dude, it's a good
Always.
thing
I
that
don't know
I didn't even get Danny.
Why are you shitting me? Bleeding Green? Are you shitting me?
Uh-oh. There was a Green Goblin sighting with a pick six.
So you tell me he can get a pick six?
Oh, I
but he
didn't see
can't
that because we were talking.
stop. I was like, but he can't stop CeeDee Lamb on one final play.
Can people stop with the Green Goblin? Can he finally stop with the goddamn Green Goblin? You play for the Patriots, my guy. Change the hair color. It's not that hard. Are you?
There ain't no green in that. There ain't no green on that team, bro.
I'm dead.
I mean, American Goblin.
A lot of names. Blue
I got
powder. Something
a
else.
new name for him. Blue.
What was that?
Blue something raspberry. I don't know.
You thought you had a joke, but you fell flat on that. Oh my god.
No, it's got to
I
be
don't
American. No, wait. I got it. It's got to be the American Goblin because the Patriots logo is red, white, and blue. All right? Think about it that way. And then if you can somehow dye your hair 3 colors, bam. The American
you
Goblin.
can. You would just
right
look
here.
stupid as hell.
And Papa, sorry, you're somehow beating me in the Sub Monday League. Somehow, some way, Papa.
What?
Look, you're somehow beating me in the Sub Monday League, bro.
It really is spooky season.
So next week we got the Chargers. It's a 4-5 game. We've seen so far the Chargers haven't been playing well against the Patriots. What is everyone's thought? Is this something that we can pull off? Could it be, a 2-game win streak? Papa, I'll start off with you.
No,
Hold on, what's on with Papa?
Right?
You got a list.
Slow
You
the
got
fuck
a
down
line.
there, big boy.
You have an order to things.
But Papa Shore, you need to get the hot dog costume.
The blue
Oh
ball. I
my
wanted that in
god,
the
bitch!
best.
Why'd you say?
Bleeding green. You're winning it
You're
today.
the one who
have to
started
say
it,
that?
Slay.
I mean, yeah, like you said, Chargers have kind of dropped off. Chargers have dropped off recently, so I don't know. I think if you keep the defense, I think if you basically just repeat what you did today, you'll be in it all game. I don't know if you'll win, but I think you'll be in it all game. I mean, I'm trying to think if anybody's hurt on the Chargers or not. I don't think so. But I mean, yeah, the Patriots do have a good defense, obviously, but I think if you can get a couple of throws in there, especially to your tight end, and if you can just continue running the ball like you did today, then I think you're good on offense. And I think if you continue blitzing like you did today, then you're good on defense. Just basically repeat what you did today and you'll be good.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
BLSU,
Tom Brady just intercepted the ball.
Tom Brady intercepted the ball?
Yeah,
He's out there running
Tom Brady
defense?
just got picked off.
Oh, he got picked
We're
off.
talking about-
You mean he
I was
threw an
about to say,
interception?
Yeah,
he
he intercepted
the
it.
ball.
Tom Brady's out there running defensive plays. He is truly the GOAT.
He Chauncey Gardner Johnson again.
Tom Brady
Let
out
me find
there
out he's
running.
locking down Keenan Allen.
Yeah, Tom Brady out there locking up
I always
Tyreek
get
Hill.
confused nowadays when people say that.
What's that?
When people say a quarterback picks it, I'm like, wait, he's playing defense or something? Like,
So
what?
back to Trevor City we
That's why I
go.
just say
You gotta take
so
the
and so
quarterback
threw a
through
pick.
Yeah.
I don't. Hey, Chauncey Gardner Johnson was a grown man. He has been one of the only good defensive players Florida's had in the last few years.
You
All
know
thanks
how
to
much you
Todd
gotta
Graham.
overcome with a name
Back,
like
bro.
Florida's defense
Kamara,
sucks unless your name is Kyrie Lom
Yeah.
and Sack
Did you
Carter.
guys realize that Mark Ingram is back with the Saints?
Yeah, he needs 90 yards to be
Yeah.
the Saints' all-time rusher.
Hey, I have 69 points and Nighting's lead.
Tweet it.
Tweet it, right? Screenshot it.
Yeah,
But,
that's what I'm doing right now.
I didn't
Screenshot,
get
no
to hear
proof.
from you. Next week we're facing the Chargers. Is that something that we could pull off a win?
Chargers? If
I'm
we
being
play like
honest.
we did today, yeah. We could
If
beat
we-
any team in the NFL if we play like we did today.
Yeah, they're not looking great either on defense. Like as far as like I'm watching the game right now, honestly. What's his name? Mac Jones is attacking the middle. Same thing that we're struggling with. They're struggling with it too, with the middle.
Yeah.
Hey, Goddard got to eat then.
How's Herbert been doing today, kids?
Papa Shore
He
tweeted
just threw a pick not too long ago.
Papa Shore.
Another one.
On
I
it.
think two. I think he threw 2 picks.
Yeah.
Touchdown. What was it? I
Who was
think
that?
it was a close touchdown, actually. Or he must have dropped it. I thought it
For
was.
whom?
First and goal
Who?
for the Saints. It's first and goal.
It wasn't a
Saints.
touchdown. It was just a good play from Traquan Smith. He was almost close to the touchdown.
I was gonna say.
Hey, let
Tom,
me
tell
ask
me
y'all a
who's-
question.
Well, I
We're
got
gonna
the
go
Saints
around.
game on. Traquan Smith just got the first and goal. He stepped out of bounds though. Otherwise, it would have been a TD.
Yeah.
But there's Alvin Kamara down inside the 5, down to like the 3-yard line.
What happened to Kamara this year?
They still
that'll
have
be
Alvin
Jameis
Kamara.
Winston. The answer is Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened to Alvin
Team
Kamara.
is Mother Humping Winston. Oh wait, Winston's not in. It's Trevor
We already had
Simeon.
Taysom Hill been playing. Kamara probably been the
Trevor
MVP.
Simeon.
Yeah, that and you got to have a good O line to make holes
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
I'll tell you what happened. Papa Sora drafted him in fantasy, and then ever since then, everything's gone down the hill. If you're drafted by me in fantasy, I'm sorry, but you're shit. You automatically will become terrible.
So terrible.
Hey, let me ask you a
That's what I
question.
need to do. That's what I need to do. I need to pick up once off of waivers. Then hold up.
With the trade deadline being on Tuesday, if you were the GM and you had an option to move anyone on this team, who would you move and why? Let me start off with you, Julie.
Forgot about the order for a second.
JJ.
Okay, but you got to get something in return.
Okay, I wasn't done yet. I was still thinking. It was just the
Oof,
first one on my
Popeye
mind.
failed. Oh,
I would get rid of JJ and I would get rid of Nelson
ooh,
because Nelson's not that good.
ooh.
He's
I-
better than all the second
But-
cornerbacks we had in the past like decade.
Yes, he is. But we got going.
I was about to say I
We need
can
two
agree with him.
corners, so I'm
I-
keeping us in there.
And,
I
and
can
for them
I
to-
can agree with him because I too thought, what if we trade Nelson and just start going?
Hey, and that's gonna be my next point, but I'll come back to that later.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're just
I'll get-
ruining the script for you, by the way, Vic.
Yeah.
We got the
I get a
lead, so we're
linebacker.
just gonna ruin it.
Everybody knows Tate's my guy. I was excited.
You know what?
I wanted to hold back. I didn't want to show bias. So that's why I really haven't brought him up. Since y'all did.
I brought him up earlier because I was talking about that one
I mean,
defensive
the
play
guy
that he
wants to
had.
be an Eagle.
We'll get into Tate. We'll get into Tate. But let me ask you, Mitch, if you were the GM and you could move one player before Tuesday's deadline, who
Oh,
would it
hey,
be and why?
Key's here. What's up, Key? How you doing?
Answer the question.
We would get.
Hey,
a
what's
line-
going
I would
to?
want a
And I
linebacker
saw
for
my
them, by the
friend
way.
here. I was saying hi. But
We don't have time for formalities.
Okay. Andre
fuck the
Dillard,
formality.
Derek Barnett. Can't get anything from Whiteside, so what's the even point there?
Not true.
you
I'm
mean
gonna
that
get me a
little mother
fun
humper
size
that
bag of
got
chips.
one sack today.
I was
That little mother humper.
Hold
okay,
on,
can you
guys.
stop with that?
Gio,
Like,
My bad, Mitch.
I mean, like,
Gio, if you were the GM and you had up to Tuesday's deadline, who are you trading and why?
Shit, man. Get rid of JJ or they get Whiteside. I really don't need him. He's a good special teams for somebody that needs him. But and then
The Dolphins.
can't say Cox
Oh,
because of the
that's
whole
fine.
cap room issue going on.
hey, Sonic.
Can't.
I mean, Speedy
Oh,
Eagle.
what's up? What's up?
Dude, I want to say Alex Singleton, man. I want to say Alex Singleton, dude. They
That's a good
in the
one.
chat. Remember when he got an earful? Like they benched him for two plays, and then he got an earful and came back, and look what happened.
So the entire defense.
Yeah,
got
Cox.
it.
I will put Cox on there too.
Papa, who are
Cox.
you trading and why?
I mean, I know I just said the entire defense
Really
for
great.
bleeding green, but not gonna lie, a lot of those guys are the same people that I would have put on. and there is a market for Singleton because teams have called for him and even Wilson. Probably Barnett. Brooks, I think, is going to be in the offseason because Brooks is injured right now. Dillard, definitely, because I know I saw something with Dillard and Grant Delpit, which that would be nice.
I didn't even see Wilson this game. Did you guys?
No, he didn't.
No, he was a healthy scratch.
No, he was a healthy scratch.
Good. That's part of the reason why we won.
He probably played. He probably didn't
Guys,
play
a
because
pile
coach's
humper.
decision
Humper.
to not play.
Oh my God, summertime.
I like to say they held him out under CNP, cannot produce.
I saw something that said both Wilson and I saw something for both Wilson and Singleton. So I could be wrong, but I could have sworn I saw Singleton as well.
Well,
Rodney
let's be honest. If
Carrigan will be
you're
another
looking
one for me.
for special teams help, I think that's where Singleton comes in.
Yeah.
Ryan
So-
Kerrigan will be another one for me.
So yeah, I mean,
I think Kerrigan would be one, honestly, because he honestly, I don't think he's been getting the quarterback like at all.
We almost had a sack today.
I was gonna say he had good
Yeah.
pressure today.
Yeah.
Everyone had good pressure today.
But yeah, no,
Even
Barnett,
one day we
Barnett,
had good pressure
Dillard.
today.
Like I said, I would look at Nelson and just roll with Gowan, see what we got with him.
It was
That
good to
one
see
Jordy
Milton come out with
his fantasy
sack.
team is start Jack Gowan or something.
Speedy Eagle, my God, thank you for coming through.
Yeah, you're welcome, you guys. There was none else to do, and I was like, since I'm done finishing both videos, I might as well come in.
Oh, well, thanks.
Well, thank you. But let me ask you, if you're the GM before Tuesday's deadline, who are you going to trade and why?
Well, if I had to trade somebody, it'll be A, Barnett, and two, I'd probably say Dillard.
Sorry, I just found it funny that he went
really? You
A,
didn't say
Barnett
Whiteside.
2.
Yeah, trade Barnett. I mean, if he's playing good, which he should, we should trade him for some value so he can play it for another team. And for Barnett, I hate him. He might as well go somewhere else.
What about?
I mean, not the whole defense, but yeah.
No, not the whole defense. Well, no.
Yeah.
Wait, Speedy Eagle, you didn't even say Whiteside there.
Oh no, he'll be released. He'll be released after the
Whiteside
game.
was
False
wrong,
GM.
all right?
Nobody
We
wants
should have
this
left. We
fucking
should have just left him in
Big
Detroit.
Ron needs to leave now.
We should have just left that man in Detroit.
He might fit in. A bunch of losers.
You know where we should have left him? We should have left him all the way across the world.
Well, the one thing I will say is this: when coming into this game, I really thought that the Lions were going to have a game plan, especially built around the run, because of the issue that happened with Deuce Staley. We all know the drama that was with him, and his departure from Philly wasn't the best.
You want to know something, Vic? I actually want to do Staley be our coach, though. I mean, think about it. He's been here for like mainly, I think,
Whole career.
Hey, I'll take a
whole-
fifth for Singleton, bro.
whole
we
thing.
had to
And I
talk
was like,
about this.
if he was a coach, it would have helped. But Howie and stuff like that, then yeah.
Yeah, they want to work together.
I think for Deuce, like when the subject comes up, I think we have to separate the player from the coach, and I think that's something that a lot of people can't separate. As a player, he's our guy. One day, if not, he's going to be in the Ring of Honor. If he hasn't already, he's going to be there one day. But as for a coach, he was a decent running backs coach. But again, there were some times where you had to question him because Doug gave him some power on running calls, and sometimes you left your head scratching like, what the hell's going on here? And that was Deuce's responsibility. And also the fact that, he was inexperienced. I understand we got Nick Sirianni, another coach who wasn't inexperienced. But when you compare him to Deuce, there's a big difference. There was a huge difference between the two. I think Deuce needed to go to another team so that way, he could get that experience. He could get that seasoning and come back and, hopefully garner the attention to be a head coach. But right now, like, he's never even been an offensive coordinator. I know, there's been guys who led special teams for years and they got the position. But as for Deuce, I think he needed to prove himself a little more. Again, we don't separate the player as Deuce Staley and Coach Deuce Staley. And I think that's where a lot of people get things wrong. And a lot of people are the ones that are saying that he should have been coach.
Okay.
But going forward, we all know we're going up against the Chargers next week. I haven't really seen much of the game. But what is everyone's confidence level right now? We all see that they're not doing well. What's your confidence level? Pop, I'll start off with you real fast.
Confidence level is, I believe this is, if they lose this will be either their second or their third loss, because I know they lost badly to the Ravens, and then I think they had a bye week, and then they're losing this game. So they definitely have dropped off. They have definitely dropped off. It depends on how the first couple of drives for the game are going to be. If it's a repeat of what we did today, then I'll be very confident. If it's a repeat of what we've done for the past 7 weeks, then I'm just going to start drinking early.
Didn't you start that last night?
I might join you, buddy.
If you watch the same college football game I did yesterday.
Hey, I watched the Michigan game. I don't want to hear it.
It was 3-0 with 2
That was probably the game of the week for me. That Michigan State game was a fucking great game.
I'm telling you, it was that game and years ago that block punt against Michigan State has me like.
And let's go. Michigan lost 2. Yes, sir.
Well, the second one, I'll give a shout out to Jordy because that Notre Dame North Carolina game was pretty good too.
Did Notre Dame win?
Yeah, Notre Dame won.
Cool.
And that someone mentioned Coral. Same for Harold. Both of them had decent games, but they both lost. You've seen some flaws in their game, but I think both of them, they can overcome their little flaws going forward. Now I'm done with that little college rant. But yeah, we'll go forward.
I'm not. It was 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, and Florida lets up 21 points.
Yeah, that was so horrible, my God.
21 points. If you saw me on Twitter, I was fuming. I was absolutely fuming.
Huh?
Have you guys seen Wake Forest?
No, I haven't watched it.
Dude, their quarterback is nice. This guy, he's probably gonna be a first rounder. Dude's already racked up like almost 3,000 yards.
See, college game it's hard to
tell. That's impressive for the guy.
But dude, he is accurate. Like this guy is throwing bombs, bro. Like on point. I'm just like,
Wake Forest is like an improved team, bro.
They're 8-0.
Oh, did not know that then. That's good for them. Yeah.
I think so. Isn't Liberty also undefeated?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is Malik
got a good running back.
Good.
Jordy, where are you?
Well, while we're talking about college quarterbacks,
we need Jordy. Let's go.
For everyone else, has there been a change with everyone's top quarterback rankings? Because I know for me, Willis moved up some spots.
Malik
Willis is skyrocketing up some
I've been preaching that. He's a dual threat quarterback. I've been preaching that, man.
Like I've seen him, and again, when I seen his game, it reminded me a lot of Lamar, and I didn't like that because of that fact. I felt like he kept to the run too much. He was one of them quick reads and go. But we see it now. The man throws a fucking pretty long ball. Like one of our issues with Jalen Hurts is he can't get that ball downfield right. The kid is very accurate.
Well, what type of long arm? What type of long arm we're talking about? Russell Wilson type, or just I
would compare, and this is going to be wild, and people say, but I would compare more to Aaron Rodgers than Russell Wilson. Wilson throws the long ball in a technicality. He throws that moon ball because he knows the higher it goes, the more it'll travel and get you further. So he necessarily doesn't have the arm strength to throw a ball. He knows how to do it technically, just like Donovan. That was another guy who would throw the ball just like Russell Wilson with those moon balls. With Willis, you can tell the kid has arm strength. Like it's a flick of the wrist. That's what intrigues me about him. It isn't that much strength, effort for him to throw that ball downfield. It's a quick flick of the wrist, and it's going a good 40, 50 yards.
Oh, yeah. It
got that big
reminds me so much of Donovan McNabb.
Yeah.
That dude had an arm.
Yeah, he's got you know what he remind me of too? His arm, Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers had that quick release too.
Hold on, Bleeding Green. Is this for real? Is this a real matchup? We got
Ole Miss versus I just looked it up, yeah.
Yeah, next week.
What time is that?
Bro? That's one of the early games.
12 p.m.
At what?
12 p.m.
12 p.m. and his game of the week.
That should have been a night game right there. Is there some way these TV stations can move it around? That's a prime game right there. You don't want to waste that at 1 o'clock. I could just imagine the lives just off of that. The winner will be
especially for Eagles content creators, yeah.
What?
Oh, heck, listen, those 3 quarterbacks this year and are going to be scrutinized so heavily coming up. And one quarterback we didn't mention, which is Spencer Rattler. Out of nowhere, he gets to start and has a great game. Is it the kid or is it the scheme? What's going on here? Does anyone know? Because I don't follow Oklahoma like that.
What do you mean, Caleb Williams or?
No. Rattler. Isn't it Spencer Rattler?
Spencer Rattler.
He was all right.
Rattler's benched right now. He's been benched.
Yeah, he's benched.
No, he wasn't benched yesterday. He
played all right.
He had a good game.
Bleeding Green, I gotta know. Are you like an Ole Miss fan? I gotta know. Yeah, Rattler is. I'm pretty sure Rattler's been on the books.
I just noticed Slay left.
I'll give him that. The kid's tough.
I just noticed Slay left.
Oh, it was a little bit ago.
I just noticed.
Hey.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Did he play yesterday? And if they benched him, it must have been after. But weren't they up in the same?
No, yeah. He only completed 5 of 5 and only had 67 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know I called it. They were like, "Oh, I was like, "Oh, that's what's up." He finally came back. That's why I was like, "I don't know what's going on. Is it him or is it the scheme? What's going on?"
It's a scheme.
Yeah, Rattler probably is going to transfer.
He can't fit that scheme.
Or next next year. Wow.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, now, what's this?
Bro, all I asked was, "Are you an Ole Miss fan?" That is all I asked.
Listen, where's the podcast between Bleeding Green and Papa Sora? That's what I want to see.
Are you an
Bleeding Sora?
How dare you accuse me for being? If it's me being a Matt Corral fan, it's me being. It's a simple question. It's a yes or a no. My God.
Hey, yo, Bleed Green, subscribe to me. I need more people like you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, you know what? I think there is a lot more games I want to catch up on this list. Like I said, I've seen some of it. I haven't seen, a full game out of it.
I know you have, but I was just like, oh my God. Also, when you said that Minshew thing, I did not realize you said December. I thought you said now. I did not see December. Did you even say December? If you did, that was my bad. I completely missed it. I just remember you saying Minshew, and I did not see December.
I didn't even get a take on that one.
Let me just ask this before we close it out, because we're about to approach 2 hours. We're at an hour and 42. Going forward, from what we've seen today, do you honestly believe we're at a position where we finally have turned things around, or was this just a great win against a bad team? Let me start off with you, Speedy Eagle. We don't get to hear from you much. I'll start off with you.
Wait, what was the first option again? I'm sorry.
I'd say probably a little bit of both.
We're in the right direction going forward, and this will be something of the norm with what happened today.
I did not see December.
Or is it just that we played against a bad team in the Detroit Lions?
I probably would say maybe we might move forward. I'm just saying maybe. That's only if Sirianni doesn't abandon the run like he always does. But all I gotta say is it could. If we keep doing what we're doing, we might change this season around. We might. And I don't know, we maybe go to playoffs, maybe wild card, I don't know. But we might have like an all right season. But if we play like this and we don't win that many games, but we keep running the football, we just might be actually a better team. But I like what I'm saying. But let's just not bend in the run this time. Let's not bend in the run next time. Because if we do that, then we're going for Sirianni's head.
Mm-hmm.
And those flower petals.
Definitely. I thought there would be more flower jokes, and they weren't. I don't know if it's too hard to get something out of that. But yeah, I think we fell flat.
All the flower jokes were
there was missed opportunities there that we should have taken. But Jerry Lee, let me get your thoughts. Are we headed down the right path, or was this what do you call it, an Oasis game?
Well, I would like to hope. That they would still use the same recipe to make that same cake. I mean,
gotcha.
I like cake. Don't
we all like cake?
Somebody say cake.
Or brownies or whatever.
I don't have brownies right now, man. You want me to take a picture each time I'm eating brownies for you?
I'll be honest, I could only have brownies if there's special ingredients in them. If not, then I'm not going to mess with them.
I just need a picture of your pants.
Those are the only brownies I was talking about.
Yeah, yesterday I left and Papa Joe was like, "Don't get brownies." I'm like, "All right, I'll be right back." I grabbed.
No,
the
he
bag.
left, and I went. That man's off to go get brownies. It's like I know that man. He have to go get some brownies.
Yeah, buddy.
So yeah, I mean, as long as we keep doing the same thing, yeah, I
How's
could see
somebody,
us
lad?
winning out. I could see us winning out if we play the same way. You know.
Speedy Eagle.
Speedy Eagle.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, he dipped out. I don't know if it was by technical issues, but you know, it is what it's live. It's live right now. But Mitch, Gio, let me get your thoughts. Mitch, did I skip you because the bleeding was in? Because Speedy was in here, correct? I skipped you. I didn't get to hear your thoughts.
Mitch.
I didn't even say anything.
All right,
No.
It's your turn.
It's the dynamic when it cut to. I only see.
Yeah. That's what was Mitch's turn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's mine.
let me get your thoughts. Are we in a good position, or we just play a bad team?
I think it's just a bad team overall. I mean, it is great that we actually sacked him like 6 times. It's great that Barnett got a sack. It's
None of
just
it was
great-
hard, Drew.
Yeah, I know. And or Fletcher Cox. He didn't
It was
do
all our
much of
edges.
anything.
Well, that's because they got double teamed.
Again with the freaking double team. I'm getting tired of that. Like, really, I am.
Well, it softened up
You
the
gotta pause
edges.
after that sentence.
Oh
You,
my
you
God.
definitely got to pause.
But,
after that sentence.
yeah,
Plus,
so I'm glad they did everything right this game, but I just don't see it next week. I don't see it again happening next week against the Chargers. I just,
bleeding green. I'll tell you, it's a job to put up with the troll. But have a good night.
hey, Bob, you guys do it. I'm fine, but I don't.
I completely
see-
did not see December when you were talking about Minshew, by the way. So yeah, I completely agree. 2-3 meaningless games in December. Yeah, sure, I'll put in Minshew to see what we got. I just thought you meant like starting next week.
If we started that next week, we would have been freaking screwed.
No, heck no.
I mean,
That's what
I'm
I'm
glad we got the win this week because we got the Chargers, Broncos, and then the Saints.
And then
So-
Saints, yeah.
2 out of 3 of those are very winnable games.
Who? The Broncos and the Saints.
Broncos and Saints, very winnable. Chargers as well, but we got to repeat what we did today.
We got to repeat what we did in every game for the rest of the season.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
where I
that as
don't see
well.
it
True
happening.
point for that.
True. Gio, let me get your thoughts. Are we in the right direction? It's a horrible team we went up against today.
I'm gonna play both sides. Yeah, it was a good win. We showed up, defense showed up really good. Offense, just got to pick it up, man, because we can't take that to the Chargers game. Honestly, we got to get the ball rolling on these receivers. Jalen Hurts got to be better with these passes. Be able to read the options out there and stop breaking out the pocket too early. What was that whole 360 and him going around in circles too early? It was too early for him to do that. Also, too, trying to take them chip shots down there. I don't know if he was waiting on Devontae Smith to come, so it won't be intentional grounding, but he just need to let the ball go and not trying to make a play because he can get sacked out in the end zone. I mean, not the end zone, the out of bounds. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that's it.
Geno Smith is killing it right now. God,
And
damn.
keep the ball, keep the run game going on, man. I like the duel, the Boston Scott and Jordan Howard duel going on too. So I'm gonna see them more utilized on that as well.
Yeah, man. Totally agree, man. BLSG, what are your thoughts? Is this just a con? Are we looking at something that was fake? Or are we headed in the right direction?
I mean, again, like Gio said, I feel like this is a yes but a no. The one part of it is the fact that it was the Lions. We were playing a bad team. But at the same time, going forward, we have to have this dog mentality in order to win games. This is no more flower. Oh, we want to make everything grow. We want to do this.
Flowers everywhere.
This is all dog mentality. I don't want to hear any flowers. I don't want to hear any of this. I don't want to hear planting plants. I don't want to hear gardening. I don't want to hear any of that. All I need to hear is dog mentality. That's all I got to hear out of Sirianni's mouth. If I hear gardening and if we get screwed up because of that, then we're going to be screwed as a whole. But, I mean, we did get the win over the Lions, but they're a bad team.
Dark.
I mean, they got no wins under their belt. But we can't go with this going forward. Jalen Hurts has got to be better on those passes down the field to guys like Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, and depending if Rager is back for next week. If he can't go, then Greg Ward would take over at that spot. But at the end of the day, good win today. Let's do it next week.
Please.
Yep, sounds good. Papa, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I think finally, I hope this is turning around. At least, not even just because we beat the Lions, but just because play callings on both sides of the ball actually looked good. So I think you just got to repeat what you've done this game all throughout this season. That's the only way you're going to be able to win games. That's the only way. If you still want to be a playoff team, probably through the wild card. Don't doubt division, but yeah, that's the only way you're going to be able to go anywhere this year. Is you got to repeat what you did today. You gotta, and I think it'll be interesting. I think a lot of people's opinions are going to change come Tuesday. If a lot of it's selling, and if we get rid of guys like Fletcher Cox or Darius Slayer, all that, then it's going to be like, all right, we're selling. Not a lot of confidence in winning these games, just getting the picks, I guess, and just getting the younger guys experience. So I think Tuesday probably will also depend on who, or not on who, on how confident you can be in this team's ability to win.
I don't know. I think by winning this game, we kind of proved a little bit. I mean, that, I think we're going to hold on to some players because we won this game. And the fact that we did it.
But it's also got to be, we got to play like we played this today.
Yeah.
We can't go back to doing screens and run the ball 5 times.
There was a couple spots in the game where they could have done a screen pass, but they didn't. I mean, the screen pass would have worked if they'd done it there.
But I think that's a good thing because you don't want to revert back to the same things.
Yeah, but I know. Not like
Old
every single
habits die
time.
hard.
They do it like once in a blue moon.
I say it like this: it's kind of like a puzzle. Yeah, you might have a piece that could fit in there, but you want to save others. Now I won't say puzzle. Actually the wrong thing. But it's just like, something could work, but you want to see if something else could work because again, you don't want to put out on tape that you're constantly going to the screen when this situation comes up. You want to show different looks. So if you want to go forward, you got to give the teams different looks. You got to hold things back sometimes. Sometimes some weeks you got to go all out. Yeah, it all depends. But what I will say is, as far as for Nick Sirianni and where
check the group chat when you guys get a chance.
Oh, I will. I think we're headed in the right direction.
Wait, which
I think
one?
Just like what Gio said, there's two sides to the coin.
There it is.
We're in this situation because where our team's at because of Miles Sanders being hurt and because of how much Jalen Hurts can't take on for himself. So we got to help him out. That's where the run game came on. With Coach Gannon and everyone else and how the defense came up today and they improved a lot from last week and they showed pressure and they showed that, we can rely on our defense.
Mm-hmm.
A lot hasn't improved. Now, a lot of that has to do also with the fact that we did play a bad team in Detroit, but we have to use this game how we should have with Atlanta. You got to use this as a warm-up game and take all the good that you took into next week and not try to come up with something else and think that, you're smarter than everyone else in the room. Go with what works. We've all seen it. Today is proof. The run game works. When you run and you run early, good things happen. You take pressure off your quarterback, which is what you want. You don't want Jalen Hurts to constantly feel the pressure or constantly be in pressure. You want him to play with ease. You want him to make good decisions. You don't want him to be forced to make a decision because when you're forced to do something, especially on the field, 9 out of 10 times it's not going to be good. You know what I mean? So they did a lot of good things. I think that we are headed in the right direction. I think that playing against Detroit highlighted a lot of things that wouldn't have been highlighted against another team. But that's something that we should be able to correct going forward, going into back home. But we're going against the Chargers. Now, as we've seen today, I haven't watched the game, but it looks like they haven't been playing well.
Yeah,
so
Jared Coach is not doing anything for me.
So next week it'll be a tale of two teams. We might get a team that's upset, pissed off, and wants to prove that they're better than what they were from this week, or we're going to get a team that's on the decline. I'm hoping for the team on the decline.
The latter
to help us get a win. You know what I mean? Let's go. And
it's 16-14 Pats.
Yeah, like we've been saying, these next 3 games, it's going to be difficult. You got the Chargers coming up. You're going to have the Broncos in their defense. Then you're going to head over to New Orleans. We might joke about Jameis Winston, but the New Orleans defense comes to play.
Depends how well Jameis Winston is out, though. Depends how long Jameis is out.
Well, then you got Taysom Hill. Wait, you got injured today?
Yeah, he did get injured. Trevor Simeon's in.
Oh, that's right. Simeon was there. Hey, if Simeon is in while we're playing, it makes things easier. But there have been a lot of times where we went up against bad quarterbacks and made them look great.
All right, so I gotta go. I have to
I
get
was
ready
gonna say I
for
gotta go too.
Yeah, man. Hey, let's
The
wrap this up.
trick-or-treaters
while
are
you go
coming,
out
bro.
there. Everybody, we'll start off with you. Well, I'll start off with you, Mitch, because you got to go. Let them know where they can find you.
Stay with Papa.
All right, guys, you can find me on YouTube at Mitch Tossi, Twitter at Mitch Tossi, and everything. But really quick, before I forget, Papa Soro, I just remembered. Did you ever see Family Guy when Brian was doing a peanut butter jelly dance?
Mm-hmm.
You should have done that with the hot dog.
I was like, well, where the is this going?
The hot dog suit. That's where I came.
It gets
Hot
crazy
dog
when
man.
you get into Family Guy references.
I was just like,
SpongeBob, you name it.
yeah, I was like, good.
Hey, Mitch, my guy, I appreciate you for coming through. I always enjoy our conversations. Hope you're around next week. And, whenever you got a chat throughout the week, I might be stopping by. Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Yeah, man. I'm doing something with the Chargers content creator on Wednesday. Sixers game tomorrow night, maybe. Papa Sorry, you're down for that? All right, cool. Vic, if you want to come in and watch the game with us, you're more welcome to.
Hey, man, you know me. I always come through and send some delightful tweets in between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now my friend is texting me about the game. Ah, nice. Okay.
Yeah, my guy, I appreciate you. Have a great night.
Yeah.
And hey, if you got a stream coming on tonight, have a great stream later on.
Yeah, I'm going on with Cool Cat Connor in about 50 minutes.
Hey, anyone who's still in here, if you can hear it, what I'm saying? My guy's going on with Cool Cat Connor. Right after this, go check it out.
All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
Have a good one.
Peace.
Oh, shoot.
Right, that was the
Rock is not
final
playing.
Hey,
Dang.
Gio, my guy, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Let them know where they can find you.
G up on the 215 on Twitter and YouTube. My channel will be up soon. Working on the intro right now. Talking to a couple people. We're gonna get it started soon. Vic, you already know you gotta be on my first episode, man.
Oh, I will be there most definitely.
Most doubt. Yeah, anybody else too. Yeah, but yeah, they can catch me on there. Yeah, I'm always tweeting it up. I'm always active or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, man. Everybody up, man. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to Gio. Like it, especially share, because I think sharing, helps out a lot. It gets these videos out to eyes that would probably never seen it. You know what I mean? Especially when we got young content creators like Gio coming through for the first time. We want to support him as much as possible. So, go sub him up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like the videos, throw a comment there, tell him how good of a job he's doing, because I know he's going to do great. And like I said, just share it, man. And once again, Gio, man, I appreciate you. Again, I hope I see you here next week. We'll see each other's in the chat room. Thank you, my guy.
No doubt. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. BLSG, let them know where they can find you.
All right, man. You know what it is, man. BLSG on YouTube, man. Find me there. And I apologize for not putting out the preview vid, guys, but I was pretty exhausted this weekend. I'm not going to lie. I was just really tired this weekend, so I couldn't put it out. And I had to watch my Ohio State Buckeyes absolutely. And I beat Penn State. Sorry, Vic, but I had to throw that in there. I don't want to hear the "we are," Vic. I don't want to hear it. Y'all lost that this weekend.
I don't even think he said it because he was muted.
No, he's whispering it, Papa. But anyway, BLSG on YouTube, man. Vic, I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear any excuses. But yeah, BLSG on YouTube, BLSG20 on Twitter. And yeah, man, this is a great dub against the Lions now. But let's just keep doing this going forward, and let's do this to the Chargers.
Hey, man, my guy, thank you for coming on. I appreciate
it, bro.
Again, like I said, everyone else, I enjoy the conversations we have. Hopefully next week I will see you for another episode. Have a good one. I'm pretty sure we'll talk to each other, in the private chats. Papa, you're up. Let them know.
Alrighty, yeah. Y'all can find me on YouTube and Twitch at Papa Sword. Just the name right here by the name tag. Y'all can also catch me doing Sixer streams with Mitch, and Jordy and I are working on a podcast. Title is thanks to the Vick3, the Holy Gator. More than likely that will be either Saturday or Sunday past 6:30. Still working out the kinks of that. Don't know when. Possibly next week we'll get that going. But yeah, that's all I got. Again, y'all can find me on YouTube and Twitch at Papa Sword, just the name down below.
Yeah, man, I'm super excited for you and Jordy to get together. The Holy Gator, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? Once it comes out, like I said, Tune in, subscribe, share it, please. Guys, I appreciate you all. Everyone in the chat, man, I appreciate you all. Everyone who watches and will watch us in the future. I appreciate every single one of you for coming through, giving us an opportunity, and, just checking this out for the 2 hours that I come through with my guys, trying to give you the best, the post-panel reaction on what was the game that was against the Detroit Lions. Appreciate you all. Thank you, man. Happy Halloween to everyone. I hope you're out there with your kids, getting them the candy. If you have your parties out there, dress up, please. Drink responsibly. I want everyone to come home safe. And have a great weekend. And, fly Eagles fly. Fellas, thank you very much. Have a good one, everyone. Yep. It's been a great episode for the Vick3 Presents the Eagles post-game panel live. Thank you for coming through. Have a good one.